You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio, WZYE 95.9 FM.
My father, Isaac Liverpool, and my mother, Edwelyn Bartholomew, used to sing many songs and sankeys, so often that I learnt them all. A little more oil in the lamp, keep it burning. A little more oil in the lamp, I pray. A little more oil in the lamp, keep it burning. Keep it burning till the break of day. When he walked home from the garden with all his peas and his corn, under the stress and load of the day, oh, he would sing. And there was I, listening to him and hear him. I am a warrior out in the field, and I can sing, and I can shout, and I can tell it all about that Jesus died for me. When I get over yonder in that happy paradise, when I get over yonder in the field. And on a Sunday morning, we would walk to my aunt in Bethel. And when she would be making a pea soup, and she would be singing while the pea soup boiling. Oh, what sweet voices between my father and herself. While I yearned for the pea soup. And she sang, how sweet the name of Jesus sounds in a believer's ear. It soothes its sorrows, heals its wounds, and drives away his fear. It makes the wounded spirit whole and calm the troubled breast. This manna to the hungry soul and to the weary rest. And before he went to bed at night, and he said his prayer, he must sing. Even though he sang a very long prayer, he gave God thanks for the day in this manner. I must have the Savior with me, for I dare not walk alone. I must have his presence near me, and his arms around me throne. Then my soul shall dare go ill. Let him lead me where he will. I will go without a murmur, and his footsteps follow still. Oh, he suffered from high blood pressure. And when the nausea took him, and the giddiness, he never gave up. He even gave God thanks for the illness, singing all the time. Blessed assurance, Jesus is mine. Oh, what a fortress of glory divine. Yeah, of salvation, purchased of love, born of the Spirit, washed in his blood. This is my story, this is my song, praising my Savior all the day long. This is my story, this is my song, praising my Savior all the day long. But my mother was a Catholic, And when he sang his Baptist hymns and sankies, she would counter him with a Catholic hymn. And so she was trying to shut him up. But she sang with a beautiful and sweet voice. And she sang, "Oh, come to the throne of grace. Oh, come to the heart most pure. To Mary, your hope of life, in whom salvation is sure. Oh, Lady of Fatima, hail, Immaculate Mother of Grace. Oh, pray for us, help us today, the hope of the human race." And when somebody in the village died, or his good friends died, sometimes he didn't go to the funeral, but he stayed home and he sang. He was at the funeral in spirit. Shall we ever all meet again? Shall we ever all meet again? On that great judgment morning, when the book shall be open and the name shall be called. Oh, how sad it will be when I take my departure and I turn away from heaven for not serving my Lord. And when he had no money, and he was depressed, or he won nothing in the sweepstake, and poverty stared him in his face, oh, he turned to his God, and he sang. Love lifted him. I was singing deep in sin, far from the peaceful shore, very deeply staying within, thinking to rise no more, no more. But the master of the sea heard my despairing cry. From the waters lifted me, now safe am I. Love lifted me, love lifted me, when nothing else can help. Love lifted me, love lifted me, uplifted me, love lifted me, oh, love lifted me, when nothing else can help. Love lifted me. And on a Sunday evening, all of us would come around the bed. Concert time. Rupert, Vaughn, Uriel, Jean, Cynthia. Concert time. And my mother would teach us. Soft as the voice of an angel, breathing a lesson unheard. Hope with a gentle persuasion whispers her comforting word. Wait till the darkness is over. Wait till the tempest is done. Hope for the sunshine tomorrow after the shower is gone. Whispering hope. Oh, how welcome thy voice. Oh, how welcome thy voice. Making my heart in its sorrow rejoice. And before we went to bed, in the darkness of night, cool night, my mother would teach us as if it was a prayer before we went to sleep. In the evening, by the moonlight, You could hear us darkies singing in the evening by the moonlight. You could hear the banjo ringing. How the old folks would enjoy it. They would sit all night and listen as we sang in the evening by the moonlight. In the evening, you could hear. In the evening, by the moonlight, you could hear. How the old folks would enjoy it. They would sit all night and listen as we sang in the evening by the moonlight. Keep me as the apple of thine eye. Hide me under the shadow of thy wing. O Lord, my Savior. It's so hard to deal with personal struggle. So sad when you feel alone in your trouble. It's real hard when you want to talk to a brother. It's so bad because of how some look at you after. So Jesus, cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover my head. Satan want me dead. Cover my back from human attack. So Jesus, cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. People see you smile, but don't know the hurt that you're feeling. Even as God's child, at times your heart does be bleeding. Where can you go when you're really looking for healing? Who know how to flow when your soul needs some restoring? So Jesus, cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover me home from evils unknown. Cover my feet so I'll never retreat. Oh Lord, cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover my brother, cover my sister, them who under pressure. Cover the preacher, every church worker, the young believer. Cover the worship leader and intercessor, every gospel minister. Cover. Jesus alone is the one who has the real answer. The one on the throne is the true and loving Father. He will hold your hand and keep you from going under. He will make you stand and let you know he's a fixer. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover me mind. You know the struggle sometimes. Cover me mouth, that the wrong thing wouldn't come out. Oh Lord, cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover the Christian in the midst of aggression with the power of your right hand. Jesus, cover them helpless children. Jesus, defend them. Send help from heaven. Jesus, cover all them radio stations.
truer words were never spoken. The less you associate with some people, the more your life will improve. Anytime you tolerate mediocrity in others, it increases your mediocrity. An important attribute in successful people is their impatience with negative thinking and negative acting people. As you grow, your associates will change. Some of your friends will not want you to go on. They will want you to stay where they are. Friends that don't help you climb will want you to crawl. Your friends will stretch your vision or choke your dream. Those that don't increase you will eventually decrease you. Consider this. Never receive counsel from unproductive people. Never discuss your problems with someone incapable of contributing to the solution, because those who never succeed themselves are always first to tell you how. Not everyone has a right to speak into your life. You are certain to get the worst of the bargain when you exchange ideas with the wrong person. Don't follow anyone who's not going anywhere. With some people you spend an evening. With others, you invest it. Be careful where you stop to inquire for directions along the road of life. Wise is the person who fortifies his life with the right friendships. If you run with wolves, you will learn how to howl. But if you associate with eagles, you will learn how to soar to great heights. A mirror reflects a man's face, but what he is really like is shown by the kind of friends he chooses. The simple but true fact of life is that you become like those with whom you closely associate, for the good and the bad. Note, be not mistaken. This is applicable to family as well as friends. Yes, do love, appreciate, and be thankful for your family, for they will always be your family, no matter what. Just know that they are human first, and though they are family to you, they may be a friend to someone else and will fit somewhere in the criteria above. In prosperity, our friends know us. In adversity, we know our friends. Never make someone a priority when you are only an option for them. If you are going to achieve excellence in big things, you develop the habit in little matters. Excellence is not an exception. It is a prevailing attitude.
Yes. Let me say a special hello to all the WZYE 95.9 FMs. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, it's in the village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Washington, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, we come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. That's every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. Folks, don't forget, as soon as you get in, do your WZYE civic duty, share the live, WZYE 95.9 FM on Facebook, subscribe, WZYE TV and YouTube. And you can reach us here at 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444. And of course, this is how we start the thing.
Welcome to WZYE TV 95.9 FM. We come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. And on Sunday from 1 to 4 p.m. on Let's Talk Politics. Like, share and subscribe to keep up to date with reality affecting your life, and as we always say, we bring the truth, the whole truth and nothing but the truth.
You're tuned to WZYE, the heartbeat of unfiltered truth. We're more than a station, we're a movement, grounded in facts, driven by integrity, committed to progress. We don't chase headlines, we create them. Decoding politics and current affairs to question power, not cozy up to it. From Laventille to Scarborough, whether you're in your living room or your commute, this is where perspectives collide, divides dissolve, and tomorrow's conversations start today. WZYE, we originate, not imitate.
And of course, ladies and gentlemen, we do mean that. We originate, we don't imitate, we bring you the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. And we did put that in words for you. Take a listen.
Anselm LeBon and Marshall Nesbitt solemnly swear to conduct this radio program in a true, fair, and balanced manner, ensuring that all perspectives are given equal consideration and that the information presented is objective and unbiased. We pledge to provide a platform where diverse voices can be heard, fostering open and constructive dialogue that serves the best interests of our audience and community. Our commitment is to uphold the principles of journalistic integrity and ethical broadcasting throughout the duration of this program. Thank you.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. We do mean that. We mean that from the bottom of our heart. That's why we put it in words for you as well. Let me say a pleasant welcome to the young man himself, the one and only, the man better known as Uncle Tommy Boy. Tommy, welcome.
Good evening, Professor. It's a pleasure seeing you this evening.
Good evening.
We sure missed you yesterday, and look forward to a very good evening with you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you, man. Thank you.
I hope everything turned out pretty well, or should I say good yesterday.
I mean, when you have those type of occasions, you do the best you can, Tommy, it's funny, eh? You go to those things, right? And you tell yourself, I'm not gonna cry. I ain't gonna cry. I'm not gonna cry.
Yep.
And, I decided to sit in the corner, because my wife was sitting up front, right? I decided to sit in the corner. And Tommy, before the thing start, I say, don't they crying?
Well, that shows that you're human.
Yeah, correct is right. And then, of course, her husband called me up and tell me to come and say something.
Oh my gosh.
Because, the young lady she was from Picton, Picton, Laventil, as I was saying previously. And when she used to call me, we used to talk politics, eh? Now, my wife is not really a politician. And my wife, now listen to this. My wife is an accessory to politics. You know what I mean, right?
Yeah.
Right. So, being that the politics involved in the house by me, you understand? She have to listen to the things that I am talking about. But for me, I wonder if I should say this, boy. All right, I go think about it before I say it. I go think about it. For me, is that true? Monica was first in yesterday.
Yep.
So wait now. We gotta give Monica a round of applause.
Absolutely.
You know what we want to do, Tommy? I think what we should start to do. Let me think about it. Yeah. Maybe we could find some type of little gift that they could get in Trinidad for people that get a hat trick. Because a hat trick is easy to come by here. A hat trick not easy. So I would think about it. So let me give Monica a round of applause. Monica Ramke soon. She beat all the men. She beat everybody. Monica, here's your round of applause. Eh? There you go, Monica. You get Tommy. That's the first time in like months.
Yep, it's she broke record.
No, I'm telling you, that's the first time in. Let me give Monica next round of applause. Yeah? You just can't get you one round of applause. That is not nice. That's not nice. Monica, take two. Take. You know what, Tommy? It's unfair to her. That is gold, silver, and bronze. So let she take her third one too. Take. Monica, you are the first person to get gold, silver, and bronze. Ingrid, welcome. You are the first person to get gold, silver, and bronze. And Tommy, you know the sad, not the sad part, but all the fellas who does push up themselves. Batman.
Batman was second yesterday.
But you get Vicks Vapor Rub then.
Yep.
Batman, Volsang, Caribbean Soul, Keyshawn, Cool Runner. All of them, all the males and them, they falling down on the job, man. They falling down, Tommy.
Yep. Monica shows them how it's done.
Three in a row, boy. 3 in a row.
Yep.
And think about it, Tommy. One program is 1 to 4, and another program is 7 to 10. So you have to be real on your P's and Q's, eh?
Yep. Monica ain't playing.
You did very well. Monica, you did splendid for us, man. You did splendid for us. Tremendous, marvelous, splentastic, wonderfulicious, fantabulous, and splentacular, Monica. Yeah. You deserve all of that. Monica say, Uncle Tommy and Washit, blessings to you all on the live. Blessings to you. Yeah, Monica. And she boasting too, you know. I make the hat trick today, boy.
Yeah, she done well.
If it's one thing, I ain't gonna lie, a hat trick ain't easy to come by. It ain't easy to come by. That man get 2. Man get 2 and all kind of thing, but 3, boy? Oh, good. Troy Smith, good evening to you. Good evening to you, Troy Smith. Yeah, Monica send blessings to Troy Smith send blessings to Monica. Batman come third again to me. He come second and third.
He came second yesterday.
And he come third today. Yeah. He medals he get those shine at all. Miss Santa Cruz, welcome.
We have to give him a medal for participation.
No, he got a silver and a bronze. He ain't got participation. He got silver and a bronze, man. Or you want to give him a participation medal? Good afternoon to my friends in the chat. Mr. Intellectual, say blessed afternoon, Pro Uncle T and all villagers. Hope you all are having a marvelous Monday filled with all of God's choices, blessings.
I think Mr. Intellectual was third yesterday.
Hey, look, Takesha, welcome.
Kish. How you doing, Kish?
Pleasant good evening to you, Takesha. Takesha says, one love in the village, no room for hate or negativity, just love. Correct is right.
That's right. Every time.
Bolsang said, good evening, Wars and Uncle Tommy. Hope Wars reward you handsomely. What are you talking about? Hey, Tommy? I think it's the first time somebody in here get 3 rounds of applause back to back. Yeah? What do you think?
Yeah, I don't remember anybody giving us 3 straight.
Yeah. All right, I just had to take my phone off. Do not disturb it. I was on my phone and do not disturb, and then I just forget it and do not disturb. Yeah, let me go. Volsang say, congrats, Monica. Okay, we reward you handsomely. Volsang. Batos. Like you have to holidays to get back in the game, bro. KFC, welcome.
Hi, good night, Mr. Washit, Professor Washit, and Dr. Tommy.
How are you going, brother?
Mr. Washit.
Good evening.
I know yesterday COP and Uncle Tommy were down professional, boy.
Yes, so boy.
Yeah, he must come in a little more often now, boy. Yeah, because you know COP that loose cannon, he like Donald Trump. He keep reading.
Wait.
I wouldn't have you say that about me.
No.
KFC, I wouldn't let you get away with that, KFC.
Yeah, KFC. KFC, you're going sideways again, man. What happened?
Yeah, but Mr. Washington, on a serious note,
Yeah.
I listened to the news they just now, right? Southeast, right?
Yeah.
3 years plus the asking for furniture and chairs and thing in that school. They're trying to go rotate from class to class. Who constituency is that? Who look like constituency? No, that's Scotland.
Yep.
Well, it has to be if Piccadilly right around the corner. I think so.
And then they not have P&M Stronghold.
Yeah, that's a P&M Stronghold.
So they mean buy proper chairs and table and desk and thing for the student in that school, right?
9.5 years, 10 years.
9.5 years?
10 years.
10 years, man. No, the pressure that we have now to buy the chairs and the desk and thing. But we have to buy the desk and the chairs for the students and Mr. Worship.
Yeah.
Because that school is a plenty fight and back at the chair, and that's a good school and the chair, and I'm feeling in that school too much. So we try to fill the chair, and then also that school by Piccadilly, we had to fix that school.
Yeah.
And also that school on here by by Picton there. St. Philip.
Yeah, you go fix it, man.
So Mr. Washit, you go fix it. Mr. Washit and Uncle Tom, I look to understand.
Yeah,
COP, good night to you and the family, bye. And listen, and the crew and the beat Tom. Love and respect. Yeah. And Brooklyn, everybody.
Yeah, man. Okay, if you go try to go sideways with the partners, so way. Bernard Thomas, good evening, Professor Warshik, Uncle Tommy, and all in the chat.
Same to you, my friend.
Uranus McFarlane, good evening to Warshik and Uncle Tommy and everyone else in the village. Blessing to each and everyone. Everyone have an update on Raula being on the watch list. Nah, you don't want no watch list. What watch list he was on? He was on your own watch list. He created a watch list for himself. Clinton Williams, good evening, Professor Warshik and Uncle Tommy. What the man saying? Bless up. Yeah. Kevin George, good night to you. Yeah, man. Azina Smith. Blessed evening, Professor Warshik and Uncle Tommy and everyone. Azina, boy. What kind of name is Azina, Tommy? Huh?
See, it sounds very much like a.
Like what?
It sounds like something Egyptian or something.
I know. Azina, what is the ancestral background of your name? Azina. What is your background? It could spell Azina too, right? Azina, Zina. Yeah. Yeah, Azina, let us know, yeah. Azina say inspiring song and words. Thank you. Cool runner, welcome. Monica Anna HD song, good night. Yeah. Anthony, good night to you. Good night, Warshik, Uncle Tommy, and all in your village. Anthony Ford. COP, welcome. COP inside.
Professor Warshik, good night to you.
Good night to you.
And good night to you, Uncle Tommy.
Good night, my co-host. Yesterday, and I still want to thank you for yesterday.
When you say good night, my co-host, somehow I feel Professor Walsh is jealous that a little bit, you know. Sometimes I see a little jealous in the face, you know. But I don't think you had to take that. Uncle Tommy, you had to take that.
It's all good. It's all good.
Nothing wrong with that. Yes, it's all good. And the day when I become a original talk show host, we can say part of the opportunity I get was from Professor Wall Street. I will leave that right there. It's amazing to hear Penelope Beckers, Professor Wall Street. When you look at Arima, the schools, I see somebody children them fighting with a teacher the other day. I see now some of these schools now in the media. They don't have chairs, they don't have tables, they don't have seating accommodation for the children and them. Now Penny in the PNM 35 years now, representing that constituency. What did she do in that constituency? I want to give Penny an advice. Instead of you come in the general public and spread that propaganda that you all spreading, go to the schools and ask the children them to behave themselves and change their ways. Go to the community and ask the people in them to behave themselves and change the ways. The first thing you need to do as the leader of the opposition is to speak to your community. David Mohammed did a research and he mentioned that Arima is the most dangerous place in the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago. What you doing in this constituency, you're not even living there in that constituency. What kind of representation you bringing in to Arima? Uncle Tommy saying something there?
You sure she don't live in Arima?
No, yeah, she don't live in Arima.
She don't live Arima? She don't live Arima?
Okay.
She don't live Arima.
And you representing over there, you don't care if the community go right down, if the roads dilapidated, if it don't have no school, if it don't have, if the school and them just fighting and quarreling and beating up teachers, you don't meddle about that. All you want as a, let me just, it's hard for me to say a lady, yeah? It's hard for me to say a lady because I don't see nothing feminine.
Say a lady.
But it's, well, okay, if you say I will only say a lady because of you. It's hard to see a lady as an opposition representing an electoral district for over 35 years. The most dangerous community in the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago. The most dilapidated schools. And you just spreading propaganda to bring down an elected prime minister. 5 months ago, you spreading the propaganda to dethrone the woman. And you're not even looking at your constituency need representation. Change your ways, penalty because. And all of you in the PNM, go down on your knees and ask Almighty God to guide you all and protect you. Give you the ability to say the right thing and do the right thing and be honest to the citizens of this country. Not to bring propaganda right through. Your propaganda fail in the future of your community, your electoral district, and you're not seeing that. Thank you, Professor Walsh. Uncle Tony.
Okay. COP.
The chat here real quick. Tommy Mohammed, Professor Walsh, tried to convince Lavanti people to vote differently. Tommy, you know it's funny, yeah? At the funeral yesterday, hey, Donna, D, could you send me the name of that lady? The one from Lavanti? Tommy, so I want to call the young lady. Not call she, but I want to call her name. D, could
call her name
of that young lady? Tommy, so I sit down at that table in the because the young lady was from Picton, right?
Yes.
And so this young lady found out that, you know, somehow talk come up and Wall Street come up. And I guess, I don't know. She gets to know that was my wife, right? She said, you married to Wall Street? She said, yeah, I'm my husband. You understand? So I went and I introduced myself to her yesterday. Tommy boy, a PNM table boy.
Oh boy.
People on the table saying they go the PNM till they're dead. From Lavanti, you know. St. Barb's, you know.
So I know you, when they found out you were Wall Street, that you had some licks to get.
Boy, now they was nice though. They was nice.
Well, yeah, well.
Yeah, And they're from St. Bart's, Tommy.
I hear you.
And one of the youngest young lady, and I think she's at PNM till she dead.
Wow.
I still, I didn't want to be in the funeral because that was the repast at that point in time.
Yeah.
For this boy. And all of them on the table is PNM from Lavantino, Tommy.
Well, you know that the PNM stronghold. You were in that fix once. You were right in there with them at one point.
Tommy, the PNM give you something to drink and we eat it, boy.
Wow.
But them still eating what they're supposed to drink.
Wow.
I was amazed, Tommy. I said, Lord have his mercy, boy.
I had a editorial from yesterday that I was playing that I'd like to play before we go for the break.
Okay.
It's yesterday's editorial. Let's listen to it.
You have it there?
Yeah, I have it queued up now.
Yeah, go ahead and play.
A pleasant good evening to Professor Wall Street, Uncle Tommy, and all viewers and listeners. A message to the Prime Minister of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago. An editorial about a woman who is of great compassion, sympathy, and empathy. A woman who has chosen transparency over lawlessness and accountability over corruption. She's been leading by true compassion, which signifies a true leadership role. And she has proven herself in these first 100 days and showcased performance in 4 months that was never seen or demonstrated in 9.5 years by the opposition. She's a woman that has chosen justice over injustice, truth over lies, standing firm against all her foes, her adversaries, which are the enemies of the state. She does things in quiet confidence. She rules with diligence, with a sober head, understanding what true leadership is. And to prove that she has chosen to rule by justice. Justice has patience. Justice can be delayed, but it can never be denied. Justice may seem to arrive late, but it finally gets there. And though right and injustice seems to prevail for a time, and it does, yet at the final end, right and justice will prevail. And this is why this woman is not allowing herself to be distracted by her enemies, because she's fully focused. And she does not like noise. And that is what we are all hearing from all the PNM supporters and their cronies and their minions and their loyalists. Noise. But you see, empty barrels make the most noise. So it's just empty noise and empty threats. But Kamala Prasad says, she's not empty, she's full of wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. And while these empty barrels, these barking dogs with no teeth, they are now making their last effort by outrage because they know what is coming. It is usually said that when an animal is wounded, be it a cat, be it in the forest, they become more dangerous. And that is what has happened to the opposition. They have been badly wounded and badly beaten in an overwhelming and astounding defeat. That up to now they cannot get it over. They are in outrage. And they keep expressing it from day to day through these media houses and any form and fashion that they could use to try and weaponize. But I want to remind all the listeners, all the efforts are in vain. Soon, the budget will call. And this quiet lady that looks like a little lamb now, she will turn into a roaring lioness. And that is what they are afraid of. This is why they rant and rave and in outrage, because they know that their days are numbered with horrors encumbered. And this is why you would see until that budget, they will become more aggressive, as you can see. It is only showcasing their fear and uncertainty of their future. So they have forged lies into the truth, but it is only working against them. And they know that there will be much police involvement in this corruption in the near future. So they are afraid, they are uncertain, and they're expressing their fears through outrage. My Kamala is very calm, focused, getting all things in place for a budget to come. A great woman who deserves the reward of love for humanity, proven herself over and over before an opposition that cares nothing about people, cares only for their own friends and families. And we have in power a woman who's the exact opposite, that would give back the taxpayers' money to the taxpayers. And that is her aim and effort to secure the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago that have voted her into power in a fair and discreet manner. And this is exactly why they behave this way. So don't bother with them, all you listeners. All their ranting and raving and speaking up propaganda, it's only their fears that are being revealed, the uncertainty of their life. That when they go to court, they fear the judiciary and the DPP office. So much is coming on its way. Take courage, everybody, and watch our woman in action, our true leader. And I would say let us give her a great round of applause for great leadership and a double applause for she's worthy of it. God bless you and all the listeners. Thank you for your time.
That's it.
Okay. Let me quickly go to the chat. Okay. Tommy Muhammad says the PNM should have no future in our country. Camilla P says Auntie Camp is a woman with a backbone, not like Penny. Willie P said, God bless the people of Trinidad and Tobago. Ramdeo Baiju said, blessing to each and everyone on the live. Caribbean Soul said, Penny want hit Rowley 2.0, fill that pocket and bid the supporters of retirement. I think that is something. And hit the supporters. Yes, hit. My boy. PNM supported using government remarks to convince citizens to vote PNM. Chandra Ragbear, good night. PNM stop fooling the people who have people so. PNM stop fooling people who have people so. Redrenza said the PNM education limited them was only to sign their name and read the PNM propaganda. Let me quickly read some things here. Tommy Mohammed, good night. Good night, Professor Walker and Uncle Tommy. Miss Santa Cruz says, Oh, come to the throne of grace. Oh, come to the atmosphere. To Mary, our hope of life, and hope salvation is spare. O Lady of Fatima, hail, Immaculate Mother of Grace. Oh, pray for us sinners today. Oh, God, yeah, boy, I love that too, bad. Azina spent comedy government and every minister in every ministry, the people of Trinidad and Tobago. Virginia says, good night, all. Pleasant good night, Professor Warshik and Uncle Tommy. Virginia. Chad Matty said, blessed Monday night to Uncle Tommy and Professor and all on the live. Joan Bisnat, good night to you, watching from Brooklyn, New York. Vishnu Pundit, good night, Professor Warshik and Uncle Tommy. Also all on the chat, blessings to everyone. Kendrick Callahan. Or Callahan. That's what I pronounce it. Good night, Warshik and Uncle Tommy. Views locked on. Yeah. Camilla P, good night, Warshik and Uncle Tommy and everyone on the chat. Ramdeo Baiju, pleasant good night to Professor Warshik and Mr. Tommy. Camilla P said, I can never see Penny being a leader in my eyes. I see her as a puppet. You're being generous. Camilla, you're being generous. You're being very generous. Yeah? Cool Runner says, if PNM was in Singapore, Malaysia, all of them would be in jail already. Farmer Kane, welcome. Good night, Professor Warshik, Uncle Tommy, and everyone on the live. Ramdeo Baiju said, I'd like to see the government start to lock up them ministers. Azina said, PNM should never be in parliament again. Willie P says, CPEP work, I say give people good job, hospital, cleaning, and schools. Fasad Ramnat, good evening to you. Hafiz Mohammed, good evening to you as well. Patricia Hutchison, welcome. Good evening, Professor Warshik and Uncle Tommy and all the villagers in the village. Have a great evening today and stay safe. Monica Ramkissoon say, long live Kamala Prasad versus the UNC government. Before we go for the break, Tommy, you know something?
Go ahead.
The PNM kill sports in Trinidad and Tobago. I could tell you.
Yeah.
The PNM murdered sports in Trinidad and Tobago. If you had to lock up people for murder, sports, PNM did that. I listened to Penelope Beckles in the parliament. Penny Week Beckles. I'm not putting handle to her name. Penny Week Beckles. I want to believe Penny played netball. I want to believe. But Tommy, if the PNM was just to do a little bit of homework, just a little bit, not much. You see this constitutional amendment bill? It is so significant. But here Penny saying, oh, what kind of message you're sending to footballers in Trinidad? Tommy, I feel she was listening to you, And
no. Definitely, I don't go there with me on that.
But Tommy, like she want to hand out participation medals like you want to.
No. Well.
All right, so explain yourself then. Explain yourself. I don't understand how in the world the weekend of a woman that Penny is want to talk anything about footballers, and if these people come in, she don't know we're in the 21st century.
And if they have Trinidadian roots, they're Trinidadian.
But to me, the United States of America, there's our players who know they ain't born in the United States. And sometimes it's not a mother, it's some ancestry kind of thing they have, and them playing for the United States. Why? Because they want to be competitive. What Penny want to do is to keep Trinidad and Tobago behind. Because that's what the PNM was doing. You see like how they do them people in Lavantil? You see how they do them? Keep them poor and suffering and dependent on the PNM. That's how they want to keep them. They want to keep the country. But no. Innovation is needed. Well, I'm going to play this real quick for you all. Where did that go? Oh, you know what? It's actually over here, I have to go over here. It's over here. Okay, let me play this one before we go for the break. There's a pretty short one. This one here. Let me play this real quick before we go for the break. I want you all to listen to this. Have a little ad here. Okay, here it is. Folks, listen to this, Listen to this. When you have innovation, the PNM, who don't know nothing about innovation. In 9.5 years in power, the PNM have brought nothing innovative to the table. Not one thing. Take a listen to this.
Back in time for sport now. The Constitution Amendment Bill, which seeks to grant Trinidad and Tobago citizenship to third-generation descendants born abroad, was laid out.
Yeah, third descendants. Yeah, we expand the pool. They're expanding the pool. Simple.
And passed in Parliament today after debate. Otherwise called the Grandparent Law, the legislation has been prompted by a desire to widen TNT's access to elite sporting talent, but according to the Minister of Sport, Philip Watts, there will be countless other residual benefits.
Absolutely. No longer afford inaction while other nations benefit from the skills and passion of our grandsons and granddaughters.
Minister of Sport and Youth Affairs, Philip Watts, offered this as the basis for the urgency in bringing the Grandparent Law to Parliament on Friday. Much talked about within the last 18 months, it has been rekindled by the realization that TNT stands on the brink of qualifying for the 2026 FIFA World Cup. That immediate prospect, however, is not the only area to be addressed by this two-phased amendment.
The second phase of our plan is guided by responsible, comprehensive government action. That's why, after careful review, we will extend third-generation citizenship to other eligible foreign-born individuals who bring valuable skills, investment, or expertise to our nation.
Prime Minister Kamla Persad-Bissessar echoed this idea.
With this bill, we align with global best practice, and we declare to our grandchildren abroad, just as Ireland embraces its Irish and Jamaica embraces its Jamaicans, so too we will, TNT, embrace our own grandchildren.
However, opposition leader Penelope Beckles offered a...
Listen to Penny Weak Beckles now. Only listen to this, Listen to this, man. And then the next one next to Sheedy. Listen to this.
Word of sporting caution.
I just want to say to the Honorable Minister of Sports and the Honorable Prime Minister that we focus a lot on us being at a disadvantage because of so many other countries now using this rule, but let us also be mindful of the message that we are also sending to our local footballers and our aspirants. Very, very important.
Sending message to local footballers, Tommy.
The message is that they up their game.
Correct is right. If you're not good, the goal is to play on the world stage, you know. The goal is to run in the Olympics. Tommy, we have 4 or 5 people in the world championships now. 4 or 5. 4 or 5 people, athletes in the world championship, current world championship going on. Anyway, folks, we go take that break and we'll be right back. Go take that break and we'll be right back. Because we want to adjust it. We want to adjust this. Man, look, it's a lucky thing I don't cost, you know. A lucky thing. Folks, it's in the village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Washington. We're going to take that quick break and we'll be right back. Don't go nowhere.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio, WZYE 95.9 FM.
We're back with you. It's in the village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Washington, you on WZYE 95.9 FM. We come to every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. That's every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. Don't forget, folks, as you join us, share the live, WZYE 95.9 FM on Facebook. Subscribe, WZYE TV and YouTube. And you can reach us here at 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444.
Also at 973-609-6509, 973-609-6509. And don't forget, share the live. Please share the live.
Tommy, I want to ask the next question. If, let's say, we go to the World Championships currently participating, and we have people with ancestral going down to wherever, but they represent Trinidad and Tobago, and they win a gold medal for the country, do you really care where they were born, how far down they go to the parentage? Do you really care about that?
Nope. As long as they have some Trini blood in them.
Correct. How come this wicked, evil, deceitful PNM all of a sudden care about anything about sports? And to make it worse, Penny weak backers too.
You have to realize that opposition is just what they are in it for. They don't care whether it's right or wrong. Just to oppose is what they are geared on doing.
Anyway, correct is right, Tommy. Let me keep them in a position for the next 50 years. Let's continue to listen to Penelope Weekbeckers. Let's continue to listen to them.
But let us also be mindful of the message that we are also sending to our local footballers and our aspirants. Very, very important.
Tommy, I do not care if there are people with Trinidad parentage and they're better than you in Trinidad. Up your game. Practice 28 hours a day. Practice 8 days a week. Train harder. Work harder.
That's right.
For you to be successful. When this kind of weakling thing by Penny Weekbeckers come out, these aspirants, what kind of message we sending? You know what message we sending, Penny? We teaching them how to work hard to accomplish whatever they're trying to accomplish. All they want them to do the easy thing. You see, like all they mess with CPEP and URP, and all they had all them ghost gang and all kind of thing, and all they corrupt all them people mind. They want to work 2 hours a day for 8 hours pay. That is all they want. All they want sportsmen to come just like that. Ah, no, I don't worry about nothing, man. I can relax myself. I will make the team anyway. No,
you have to work hard. You have to work harder now.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, the nation stands to gain. It's win-win for the nation.
It's a win for the nation. But I know what the PNM want to know. Yeah? The PNM don't want that. And all you remember, every single time I close here, this program, I just say hard work beats talent when talent does not work hard.
True.
Yeah? Hard work beats talent when talent does not work hard. You see Penny weak because than the PNM, right? They want to hand out, they want to give people, oh, all right, you only picking players from Trinidad and Tobago alone. How they go compete with the best players in the world, Tommy? How Trinidad and Tobago players alone in the 21st century will compete with the best players in the world? They have better facilities than we. They have more sophisticated vitamins. They have all kind of things. I could talk about that. Penny, always.
Listen, we have the right people in power right now. We're gonna get it done.
Yeah, we go get it done. We go get it done. Let me continue to listen to you, and then we have to listen to the next one too.
And MP for Diego Martin Northeast, Colm Imbert, voiced concerns about the lifting of specific limitations to gaining citizenship.
No longer does your parent, or if this thing is passed, your grandparent, have to be born in Trinidad and Tobago. And the government has not explained why you are removing this connection to the country. Because if you look at all the sporting federations, international sporting federations, they require you to have a real connection to that country by blood. In other words, your parent or your grandparent was born in that country. This bill gets rid of that. And I would like to know why.
Tommy boy, tell you boy, these people boy, really and truly, you know, we would like to see next 50 years, we never see the PNM in power again. 50 years. You know, my decade staying down on the bench. And I want to follow that up, Tommy, with this editorial, because I think it's kind of important. And because, listen to this, let me take this call.
Go ahead.
Mr. Florida, welcome.
Yeah, good evening, Mr. Answer. Good evening, Mr. Tommy. Good evening to all the callers, all the Texas, everybody in life. Happy to see everybody on this Monday through God's grace. You forget the boo, you know. You forget the boo with Penny and with him, but say that is a boo.
Oh, yeah. All right, yeah. Wait. You're correct. You're absolutely correct. Take this. Get him that. Go ahead, Mr. Floyd.
You telling me athletes who living outside, who going to school, who making money, we don't want to come to Trinidad to get financial gain? The local artists don't even get financial gain when you feel coming here for financial gain. Look at Jamaican team. Jamaican team have a lot of players from the Premier League playing for them.
Correct. And ancestry, players with ancestry as well too. Ever 20-year-old fella, it looked like his ancestry is way down the line. Way down the line.
And my best team in the world, Chelsea Football Club in England, right? Cole Palmer, he has St. Kitts roots, and he just go St. Kitts, and right now they're trying to promote football in St. Kitts through his connection. You see, as far and wide with these people and these PNM people who understand with sports, when you have international players who don't matter if it's long distance family or whatever, coming willing to take citizenship to play for the country, it's only gonna open avenues and doors for people.
Correct.
We have to realize that they trivialize sports so much that they gave us Shamfa Kojo as.
Yeah, true, Mr. Tommy. And you see, this is what we need right now. Opening doors. Look at in India, Twin, Bravo, Puran, Pollard, all of them coaching sides across the cricketing nation of the world, India, and we had Trinidadians coaching across there. Yeah. You know why? They want to up the game. And this is the thing, we need to reform sports in Trinidad. We hear what they're talking about. Oh, you're gonna give people citizenship, but these athletes them outside here, where they come in Trinidad, we're gonna give them US, we're gonna give them millions of dollars. they always feel everything is a financial gain, but they are looking at opportunities for the young children who do have opportunity to fly out, who do have opportunity to go and see a game internationally outside of Trinidad, to see a real football pitch, to see where's a real training, to see where's the real preparation behind the scenes, behind us. And these footballers outside here who have that exposure will come and expose it here and give Trinidad ideas, and this is how we're gonna up the game. But again, Mr. Hansen, P&M again. We expect.
Yep.
All right, Mr. Hansen, Mr. Tom. Look on this now.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
You. Good night.
Let me see this. Somebody just raised a good point there, right? Hold on there. Listen to this, right? As this person said this. Cool Runner says plenty African playing for France, right? Many players of African descent have played and continue to play for the French national football team. A legacy stemming from French historical colonial ties to African nation and subsequent immigration to France, creating a diverse team where most players are of African origin. Players like Kylian Mbappe, Paul Pogba, and N'Golo Kante are examples of prominent footballers of African heritage who represent France. Reason for the presence of black players on the French team: colonial history and immigration, cultural integration, citizenship, right? So look, Mbappe, Pogba, N'Golo, Osame, Samuel Umtiti, Nabi Fikar, his family is from Algeria, Sam Umtiti, Cameroon, right? Dembele, Senegal, Mali, Mauritania, excuse me. N'Golo, Mali, yeah? Pogba, Guinea. You know what? You know what? Lord have his mercy. Mr. Santa Cruz, call back. Don't play your voice note there to me. I see that expose with Costa Cummins. That one. Tommy, you see how much?
Good night, Mr. Washington, Uncle Tommy. Mr. Washington, just to lighten up your night a little bit. Mr. Washington, you corner crying. But Mr. Washington, we seen that another boat get blow up in East Venezuelan waters. But what is interesting is how the Venezuelan government more interested in Trinidad and Tobago, and they're not interested on the actual people who doing the blowing up, right? But then we have to take our minds back election time when P&M come and lost, and just out of the blue, Venezuela had a lot to say about Trinidad and Tobago, right? So it seems that something is playing off with the government change in Trinidad and Tobago, that a lot of deals, a lot of underhand corruption, all those things get break away. But we wait and see what takes place. Good night, Mr. Washington, Uncle Tommy again. Mr. Washington did raise this conversation yesterday on Sunday. Let's talk politics.
Okay. All right, we get back to that voice now. Caller, welcome. Alistair, welcome. We get back to that voice now.
Yeah, good night, Professor Wall Street and Uncle Tommy. Are you hearing me clearly?
Loud and clear.
Yes. Nice. So you were on the button when you said P&M took sports to the bottom of the level.
Sub-basement.
And you are so correct. Now, do you remember we had a thing they call Southern Games?
Of course, yes. I run in Southern Games. Career Park. I run in Southern Games.
And we also had Tesoro Games, right?
I run in Tesoro Games. I remember them games.
Right.
I ran in those games.
Right. So So Career Park and the other down Tesoro down there.
Yeah.
Those playgrounds. It's a shame to see them.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
A lot of playgrounds, they're shut off. They never funded any the sports. So they didn't really care anything about sports. This is why our young people gravitated to a life of crime. I don't know if you agree with me. Right? But our young people are gravitate to a life of crime under the PNM. I don't know if you remember, well, you would, right? Keishon Walcott, who won the javelin medal in 2012.
Yep.
Crawford won our first medal in 1976.
Correct.
Right. Kamala Prasad, the last regime, awarded Keishon Walcott handsomely.
Yes.
I don't know if you remember that.
Yeah, I remember that.
Right?
Yep.
Right. And the offer was offered to Crawford, and he accepted it. She also offered the award to him, the same $1 million, whatever award, and he accepted it. Under the PM, that wasn't so.
Nope.
Crawford never get anything. So they already pay no mind to sports. It's more about what's going on here now with corruption and all that. That's the problem. And I support that they should never get back into office.
Yeah.
They don't care about our young people. After getting records after record with murder and crime and criminality, no sir. And then our economy in a mess, infrastructure in a mess. I don't know which. I can't pinpoint no ministry under Rowley that work. Absolutely none. Thank you, Professor Wall Street.
Thank you, man.
I'll call back another.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Let me say welcome to Tara Brandon. Tara Brandon, welcome. Let me finish playing this voice now. Let me start it over.
Good night, Mr. Wall Street and Uncle Tommy again. Mr. Wall Street, I did raise this conversation yesterday on Sunday, Let's Talk Politics. But COP was kind of frightened to talk about it because he's afraid he gets sued and thing, and he got to sell the bygone and tomatoes to pay lawyer, right? But I was talking about this article about Foster Cummins getting $100 million in contracts on his personal companies, right? And that is separate from his wife and daughter contracts. So that was a discussion I was trying to get yesterday, right? And it's something very interesting.
Yeah. No, the Guardian did an expose on that by, his name is Simon Gull. Yeah. And you know what the Guardian does do, Tommy? The Fourth Estate, every once in a while, they just throw in a spin. They just put in a googly. You understand? They're throwing a little googly to throw you off base. Right? So this expose with Foster Cummins collecting over $100 million. Right? Now, I sometimes I just wonder, boy, that we don't have no like conflict of interest or anything like that in Trinidad, or misbehavior in public office, boy. Nobody will get charged for that. Nobody will get charged for that, Tommy.
As far as I know, the answer to that should be yes.
I tell you, it is sad. Let me look. Hold on, Let me see something. Okay. Takesha says, Ansleman Tommy, Southeast Port is paying secondary children on a shift system because of shortage of chairs. 2 days for Form 1 and 2, and 3 days for Form 3, 4, and 5. Total madness.
Wow.
Takesha, you sure about that, boy?
There's something no sound right.
Yeah. Something in song right there, man. Something wrong there, man. Something in song right.
She probably has children in the system, so she would know.
She says she asked CNC to highlight the situation, and they did also. When did this start? Is this something recent, or was this from previous? You understand?
These are some of the questions.
Yeah. You know, when did that start, Keisha? Tommy Mohammed said, look into the earlier days. We had good horse racing industry and the P&M destroyed that. Tommy, you remember why I used to go in the savannah and play horse racing, boy?
I used to go to Union Park in Marbella.
But big thing, boy. Big. As a little boy, I used to go down in the Queen's Park savannah. Horse racing. Love my horse racing too bad. P&M
As a
destroyed it.
youngster, I used to go to Union Park. Yeah, it's popular, very popular.
You know the other thing, Tommy? In the savannah, they used to have a sand track. In the Queen's Park savannah. When I go back to Trinidad, Tommy, and I go down to the Queen's Park savannah, I just say, boy, you know, I don't know, boy. The P&M, like when them import them does destroy stuff, man. Now the rest says she think it Central School has been open, but not too sure. I like to get some information on that because something wrong there, man. Something wrong there because that ain't something right. For some say, well, this is P&M loving a country children are your greatest assets. Sad. Yeah. Something in right there. Something in
No,
right.
I even looked at the railroad in Trinidad. They could have kept that and improved upon it.
No, to me, that was to get rid of that boy. Because they know
Why?
why. Because, you know, when you get rid of something, you have to replace it with something else. Who you think was responsible for bringing in all them PTSC buses in Trinidad and Tobago? Who you think? Eh?
Who's been there the longest? Who's been there the longest?
Who's been there the longest? Yeah, no, but I'm not just talking about the government, but which community in Trinidad gets the contract to bring in them buses and them. Of course, you know,
The 1%.
Okay, all right. There we go. There we go. But folks, I want you all to listen to this editorial. Eh? I did this editorial because I think it's important. Take a listen to this.
Penelope Beckles' fear-mongering exposes P&M's intellectual bankruptcy. An editorial by Professor Wall Street. Opposition leader Penelope Beckles' hysterical response to the Constitution Amendment Bill represents more than just political opposition. It epitomizes the intellectual bankruptcy that has consumed the People's National Movement after nearly a decade of failed governance from 2015 to 2025. Having presided over unprecedented economic decline, soaring crime rates, and social deterioration, the P&M now resorts to its most desperate playbook, manufacturing fear where none should exist. Beckles' frantic claims that diaspora citizenship provisions represent voter padding reveal a leader so divorced from global realities that she views progress as conspiracy. This is not principled opposition. It is political cowardice masquerading as patriotism, peddled by a party that squandered 10 years in power and now fears being permanently relegated to irrelevance.
If you are sleeping in a position like this, you are wrecking your body and your breathing. Chronic neck pain happens when you're
Here are 10 reasons why there are fatal flaws in Beckles' desperate narrative. 1. Diaspora engagement is global norm. From Ireland's dual citizenship success to India's Overseas Citizenship of India program, nations worldwide have embraced diaspora engagement as an economic and cultural imperative. Countries like Portugal, Italy, and Israel have thrived by reconnecting with their global communities. Beckles' suggestion that Trinidad and Tobago would somehow collapse under such proven models reveals her profound ignorance of international best practices. 2. Sports development benefits dismissed. The Trinidad and Tobago Football Association has explicitly endorsed this legislation, recognizing its potential to strengthen national teams through expanded talent pools. Beckles' cavalier dismissal of sporting benefits demonstrates her disconnect from the aspirations of young athletes and the unifying power of sport in national development. 3. Economic contributions willfully ignored. Citizens by descent contribute billions in remittances, bring advanced skills, and drive foreign direct investment. The PNM's myopic focus on imaginary electoral threats blinds them to tangible economic benefits that could transform the nation's financial landscape. 4. Zero evidence of electoral abuse. Despite inflammatory rhetoric about clauses 4B and 4C, Beckles presents no credible evidence of potential electoral manipulation. Her arguments rest entirely on speculation and paranoid conjecture, the hallmarks of a desperate opposition with no substantive policy alternatives. 5. Staggering PNM hypocrisy. For nearly a decade in power, the PNM had every opportunity to reform citizenship laws, but chose inaction over innovation. Their current opposition stems not from principle, but from petty political calculation, opposing progress simply because it originates from their political rivals. 6. Leadership vacuum exposed. Beckles' reliance on tired talking points, while offering no constructive alternatives, exposes the leadership vacuum within PNM ranks. Even her own parliamentary colleagues provide no substantive policy framework, revealing a party intellectually exhausted and creatively bankrupt. 7. Fear trumps vision. While the UNC, led by the Honorable Prime Minister Kamla Persad-Bissessar, presents bold, forward-thinking initiatives aligned with global trends, Beckles retreats into the comfortable embrace of status quo mediocrity. Her fear-based approach represents everything wrong with Trinidad and Tobago's political discourse, choosing paranoia over progress. 8. Selective historical amnesia. Under PNM governance, tens of thousands of migrants entered Trinidad and Tobago through poorly managed processes that Beckles never questioned. Her sudden concern for immigration protocols rings hollow, given her party's disastrous record on border management and population policy. 9. Democratic institutions under attack. Ironically, Beckles undermines the very democratic institutions she claims to protect by spreading unsubstantiated allegations of electoral fraud. Her reckless rhetoric erodes public confidence in the Elections and Boundaries Commission and threatens democratic stability.
Are you there? Wall Street? I'm not hearing anything.
How do you move this, Tommy, from strengthening up a country's sport base to electoral fraud? How do you shift that? How do you shift that?
It's non-issues being brought up, which are distractions.
Let's continue to listen.
10. Smokescreen politics at its worst. This entire controversy serves as calculated misdirection from the PNM's catastrophic governance record. While unemployment reaches historic heights, poverty deepens across communities, and violent crime terrorizes citizens, Beckles focuses on manufactured controversies rather than real solutions. The deeper truth, a party in terminal decline. Beckles' desperate fear-mongering reveals more than poor political judgment. It exposes a party in terminal intellectual decline. The PNM once produced visionary leaders who built modern Trinidad and Tobago. Today, it offers only hollow rhetoric from politicians who mistake volume for vision and controversy for competence.
I caught my stepson spying on me in the shower. At the
Diaspora Citizenship Initiative represents exactly the kind of innovative thinking Trinidad and Tobago desperately needs. It acknowledges that in an interconnected world, nations succeed by embracing their global communities, not by retreating into xenophobic isolation. Countries that have implemented similar programs have seen increased investment, enhanced cultural exchange, and stronger international networks, precisely what Trinidad and Tobago needs to escape its current economic malaise. Beckles' response demonstrates why the PNM remains trapped in 20th century thinking while the world advances into the 21st. Her inability to see beyond narrow electoral calculations to embrace transformative policy reflects a party that has lost not just political relevance, but intellectual credibility. In conclusion, the choice before Trinidad and Tobago. The stark contrast could not be clearer. On one side stands a UNC government led by the Honorable Prime Minister, Kamla Persad-Bissessar, proposing innovative solutions aligned with global best practices, backed by concrete evidence from successful international examples, and endorsed by relevant stakeholders like the TTFA. On the other side stands a PNM opposition led by a figure so intellectually bankrupt that she can only respond to progress with paranoia. Penelope Beckles' latest outburst is not political opposition, it is political obituary. It confirms what growing numbers of citizens already recognize. The PNM has exhausted its intellectual capital, abandoned its founding principles, and evolved into a vehicle for fear-based politics divorced from reality. Trinidad and Tobago stands at a crossroads. The nation can embrace the forward-thinking leadership led by the Honorable Prime Minister, Kamla Persad-Bissessar, that views diaspora engagement as an opportunity for national renewal. Or it can follow Beckles down the rabbit hole of manufactured controversy and deliberate division. The choice will define not just the next election, but the next generation. The people of Trinidad and Tobago deserve leaders like the Honorable Prime Minister, Kamla Persad-Bissessar, who see possibilities where others see problems, who embrace innovation where others cling to stagnation, and who offer hope where others peddle fear. Beckles' fear-mongering has inadvertently provided the nation with perfect clarity about which path leads to progress and which leads to further decline. In the end, Penelope Beckles may have done the country an unintended service by demonstrating so vividly why the PNM's time has passed and why Trinidad and Tobago's future lies with those bold enough to embrace it.
So there you have it, folks. There you have it, Tommy. I couldn't resist that after I saw what Penny wrote. You know? And it just goes to show you, Tommy, that when we look at the PNM, they are basically bankrupt of ideas. They're bankrupt. Ms. Santa
No
Cruz,
question.
welcome. Hold on, Tommy, hold on a minute.
Good,
Santa
good
Cruz, welcome.
night. Good night, Uncle Tommy and Wall Street, and to everybody out here. Perfect
Good night,
editorial,
Timothy.
Wall Street. Perfect editorial. I think either Penny need an exorcist or Dr. Phil, because something is definitely wrong with her. Something is wrong with her. Right? Not only she's weak belly, useless. But something else is wrong with her. Imagine you are saying this grandparents' bill that was passed, right? That they had to watch out for voter pardon.
Yeah.
Could somebody please explain that to me? But you see, the PNM they are connoisseurs. They are the Rosetta Stone of voter pardon. So they judge everybody by their dirty actions. And then they had one planted in the EBC to help them vote apart. So that's all she could come and say. She watched warning the people about voter pardon. The next one come to talk about the parents have to be careful now that they're showing up the performance of the first 100 children with the C.
Gatsby Dolly. Yeah.
Gatsby Dolly.
Yeah.
Yeah. What is wrong in showing the children's achievement? What is wrong in doing that? It will help the others perform better. It will help them perform better. I see nothing wrong in that. So then, all the years we are doing tests. You come in first, second, third. So then you must let nobody know what it is you're doing.
No,
you have a report book. It's in a report book.
No, don't let nobody know. Keep it a secret. Secret.
Yeah, keep it a secret.
The Costa Nostra.
Like non-disclosure. All the non-disclosure agreements that they signed.
And the Costa
keep
Nostra.
It a secret.
We keep each other secret.
Yeah.
The Costa Nostra. We keep each other secret. Yeah.
And if you only break that code, they will kill you politically.
Correct. Yeah.
Then you have the next one on the next side. I don't know where he was hiding. Suddenly he come out, right? He jump out of wherever he was to come to ask the government about this thing with SIS, right? If they're going after it. But I want to remind Faris, when Deborah Peaks, the government attorney, told you, right, to appeal the case against A&B Drilling, what did you do? Yep. What did you do? All you gifted the man.
Yep.
All you gifted the man. With 10-year contract and I think 100 million. That is what you do. But you come in to question this government. We don't want to hear anything from all you.
None of them.
We don't.
None of them. None.
But you know, let me get back to Shameless Penny a little bit again. Come to talk about the Civilian Conservation Corps. Like she was cleaning the fridge when Wayne Sturge was explaining why they had to disband it. Because nobody was joining it and they were paying people money. But you know, you wouldn't hear Penny saying that. Just like all the ghost gangs, you're not hearing us saying a word about Foster Cummings, Faris, and all the ghost gangs in the URP. You're not hearing her saying a word. So then the Civilian Conservation Corps was also a ghost gang. And that is what they condoning. Continue with a project that they discontinued. Karen Greens that won an award a month before, bringing in money to the country. Penny didn't say a word, but they disbanded the CCC. It wasn't performing, but she up in arms against it. But hear what? She said they're not giving the young people a chance, but they give an old woman, you know who she was throwing that for? Yeah. A job. Yeah. But what about Neil Wilson, the 90-year-old PNM man who was sitting on the Sandals board, not Sandals board, on the committee? But you see, they don't see those things.
They forget it.
Yeah. And what about Malcolm Jones and all of them? Were they teenagers? Were they 25-year-old? No. Ken Julian and all of them that Rowley brought back. Yep. But you see, Penny couldn't say anything at that time. Right? She was deaf, dumb, and blind. And now that she found her voice, she's talking nonsense. Thanks a lot, Wall Street, Uncle Tommy, and have a good night.
Thank you. But Tommy, the Fourth Estate, the Trinidad Guardian, finally get a little voice, eh? Here the headline. Companies connected to PNM General Secretary Foster Cummings awarded $100 million in state contracts. This was an investigative report by Joshua Shimangal. Companies associated with People's National Movement General Secretary Foster Cummings and his family businesses received more than $102 million. $102 million in housing development contracts, HDC, Urban Development Corporation of Trinidad and Tobago, UDCUT, and school improvement contracts under the PNM government between 2015 and 2025. Now, Tommy, people have a right to do business. I am not saying you don't have a right to do business. But Tommy, if you are a minister close to the former prime minister, and I know for a fact, Tommy, I'm not going to call no names, I know for a fact, people were told you have to give him contracts. And at one point in time, I think it was anything, was it under 500,000? You didn't have to bid? Was it under 500,000? Could you remember, Tommy? I think it is, I think you might mute it.
I thought it was under $1 million.
All right. So I even lower. Under $1 million, you didn't have to bid. And I know, right, for a fact, that used to happen. And I am not upset with anybody making money, not trying to take money off anybody's table. But to me, there's a right way and there's a different way. I'll put it that way. But let me continue. Guardian Media's investigation unearthed a web of PNM connections. Listener? This is the fourth estate now, right? They're finally getting something and actually going after these people. So Guardian Media investigation unearthed a web of PNM connection, work association, and shared registered business address. The contracts were awarded to 5 companies: Rivulet Investment Limited, Clydon Enterprises Limited, Austin Rogers Holding Construction Company Limited, Picar Services, and Shaw Limited. Cummins said he has been a businessman for the past 30 years and insists there was no conflict of interest in companies linked to him receiving millions in state contracts while he both served as an MP and a salaried government minister under the Keith Rowley administration. He now serves as a PNM senator in Parliament. Rivulet Investment received $34.7 million in contracts. According to the company registered documents, the listed directors of Rivulet Investment Group Limited are Juliet and Abiola Cummins, the wife and daughter of the former Minister of Youth Development and National Service. As confirmed by the Ministry of Housing and Urban Development, its response to the 13th report from the Public Administration and Appropriations Committee, which examined HDC operations and management, Rivulet received $34.7 million in contract. And I'm just going to read all it quickly for you. $9,223,640. HGC Malabar Site 3, Arima, April to August 2017. April, May, June, July, August. Tommy, wait now. May, June, July, 4 months.
Yep.
9 million in 4 months? That right? Just ask it.
Well, the information is there.
Wait, 9 million in 4 months? All right. Second, 8,929,800. HDC Born Air South, July. Folks, holy cause. Let me finish this. HDC Born Air South, July 17th to May 2019. I could understand that one. That is 8 million. That is about close to 2 years. You understand? I could understand that one. Third, $5,114,559.38. HGC Oasis. They don't have a date there. 4,275,000 HGC Borneo South, October 2016. to May 2019 for $3,389,962.50. HDC Oasis Shogunas. What boy? HDC Oasis? Boy, is that real HDC thing, boy? $3,207,791.25. HDC Oasis. Way boy, Tommy. HDC Oasis. I have about 10 million right there, you know. $567,383.91. Maracas SDA Primary School. Maracas have a primary school? A Seventh-day Adventist primary school? Tommy, I don't know, Tommy.
It is what it is.
Connections have its privileges, but
it is what it is.
Yeah. I hear, Tommy. But is that the right way to do things though? With taxpayers' money? Huh? Is that the right way? Yeah, KFC. Hold on, KFC, hold on. KFC, hold on. Go ahead, Tommy.
Something seems not right, but it is what it is.
Go ahead, KFC. Turn on your TV.
Yeah, I could never start was shit and Uncle Tommy. I hear you call a big player there. Austin Rogers. He's a man in charge of building housing in Oasis Green in the backyard wise. And we moved for about 4 fortnights now. You have abandoned building there. I watching the building there. He get contracted build houses in Ellenburg 500 all over this country here. Them fellas make mad money. So I look into rock up and go down to sometime and read the attack on them cuts. Every time they text me, oh Lord, you got no money yet and all them kind of thing in there. You see the kind of money them fellas play with?
Yeah.
And you know majority of the contractors that get out in the back here. It's P&M people, you know. It's about talk shows at 91.9. She get contracted build about 4 houses in the back here. Yes, so the P&M is operate. They make sure let the activists and the supporters eat. That's why we root out the corruption in Europe and CPEP. And bringing new players, because the UNC activists and supporters who fight and toil need to eat too. Because all these P&Ms operating pull them around the wrong table. You want contract, you want house, you want land, you want car, everything. And all the P&Ms operating with the activists and them and Mr. Worship. Not so right?
No, you think it's easy? Yeah.
So that we had a boss that shoots. So Austin Rogers, you have money. I'm coming for my money. Bless.
Yes, you say you owe you money. Well, I want my money. Give me my money. I want my money. So, Tommy, I know you was a contractor, Tommy. And it's big set of money so that's passed when you're a minister and thing, boy. You have any problems with that, Tommy?
Well, it have what was right and what's not right. There's something definitely seems to be conflicts of interest.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I wasn't politically endowed. I was just a Joe citizen who had something to contribute to the well-being of my nation. I have a call coming in. Let's take it.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, caller, you're live.
Wall Street tonight.
Good night.
Hello, good night.
Good night. Go ahead.
Who's calling?
Good night, Uncle Tommy.
Yes, good night.
And good night, family. How are you doing?
Is this Cathy Jofield?
Yep.
You know who's speaking?
Miss Jofield.
Cathy Jofield. Jofield, how are you?
Yeah. No. I'm listening to the program and I'm enjoying it. As always, I go calling, but I have to call you. Uncle Tommy on Wall Street. You all remember a couple years ago when this government now came into power and when you all started this night program, one of my first contributions to the program was the issue with contract in Edinburgh 500. You all remember that? You all remember me calling in and complaining that it have young people in the community, small registered contractors, not getting nothing to do.
Yes,
I also spoke about the twin towers. You all remember that?
Yes, I remember that. I remember.
Right. And I remember you all were giving me, I think the other guy was there too, and you all were asking me why it is the young people wasn't getting any employment. And I keep complaining about a certain contractor was taking all the contracts. You all remember that?
Correct.
Right. You see what is coming out now? Let me tell you the plain truth. You see, my party, UNC, it have plenty people in the party know very well what was going on with Foster coming. And I am sitting and listening. Plenty of them coming out and talk now and bringing out evidence. Those evidence about Foster coming was there long time. I am living in Edinburgh 500. I am one of the person called the media and I complain. I complained to my MP, which was Arnold Ram, about why did Foster coming had all the contracts in my community. And you know what I said? I expected my MP at least to take it to the political leader and let them raise it in parliament. You know why too? Because what I found was the stickful of the PNM party. When they had the local government reform, they came in our community and pre-sal. I was there and I questioned them. And one of the issue that we had was outside contractors coming in the community and getting all the project, and when you have registered contractors in the community. Mr. Franklin Khan was the chairman of the PNM, and he was the one charting. I don't know if you remember, I can bring it up, I can bring the evidence and show you. He stated that with the new local government reform, I don't know if you remember, Mr. Wall Street, you was there, you was doing a program, and I know you will remember. He stated, and the government stated, once you are a registered contractor in your community, any project in the community, you will have a preference to get contract and build. So the people took that as a promise, and they took that and they run with it. Lo and behold, after that local government election when they win, all of a sudden in my community, you see Foster coming up, cutting contract, Robert's contract, people, his all his white vehicle, passing in the community up and down, picking up all rubbish, painting contract. And if I am not, if my memory serves me well, the community center and all that we catch with tail to blade. You know the man get the contract too? And you telling me, I met this man a day in the gas station. I bumped up to him. I said, Mr. Cummins, oh God, you're not from Edinburgh 500. You have so much contract all over the country. You live in Hoover. Ease we up and let me get something on. You know what the man told me? He watched me and told me, I'm a businessman and nothing wrong if I get all the contract. And I want to tell you something. During that election, there was a taping. There was a video play with me and my MP, and I ran. All what people say, but oh, Joe, let's pay them and Joe, feel no return. Let me tell you what happened. I called Ram and I told Ram, come and stand with us in the community. I told Ram office, come and stand with the registered contractors in the community. As a member of parliament, what Foster was doing in our ears like, Uncle Tommy and Wall Street. Would you believe those same contractors this former MP had in my area? Sometimes in the 9 or 10, 11 with gunshot playing and let it drop on the ground. Do you know that?
Wow.
All because people who wanted contract from the other town and find that he gets it. The only time you know a new contract signed is when I hear gunshot in the night. And because 2 streets away from where I live, there's a house that he affiliated with. So the gunman will come and blow and shoot up that house. When you hear those gunshots, you have to drop on the ground. All these things I pleaded with my MP Ram and he did nothing. I am letting it known today. That is why I told him when I saw him in the community, don't come. And I want to tell these activists who now calling and questioning, both PNM and UNC activists, you know very well Foster had all those contracts all over the country. And if he went to check with URP, I'm sure he had most of the contract in URP.
Thank you, Joe. Thank
because he is one of the individuals that fire me, make me get fired from my URP work on the birthday Sunday. He's a greedy gentleman.
Thank you,
really hope this government do something about it.
Thank you.
Right? I have much more to say, but I don't want to take up your time. But I'll let you all know. When I come to your program, I take time to call your program, I am bringing the facts. Everybody know about Foster coming. Down to the current Minister of Sports, who was his assistant, know all what was taking place. So why now is now they're talking? Why they didn't talk before? Or because he was no longer in government. How they get all that money to build Bari's house all of a sudden?
Can we tell her leave it there? Leave it there.
Questioning that where the money came from, Wall Street. Wall Street?
Yeah, leave it there, Kathy. We're going for the break.
All right.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. Olio.
Yep.
Yeah. I don't know, eh? I don't know what that kind of I don't know about that. You understand? I can't say nothing because I don't know. You understand? For some say local government reform was just another ruse the PNM used to dupe the people into voting for them. How much longer are people going to allow PNM to fool you? Only stupid people allow this on themselves.
What I introduced to Trinidad was a low cost, high quality house.
Oh, you're not going to that thing there. It is thing. Hold on, eh? I don't know. 1 minute, Tommy, 1 minute.
All opinions and views expressed by the program participants, including those on social media, are solely their opinions and views and do not reflect the opinions and views of WZYE management and staff.
I want to stay out of that kind of bacchanal. Caribbean source, I want to know what is the correct price for Rockford cement, Rockhart cement. Those are making us pay the same price as TCL or more expensive than TCL. You sure about that, Caribbean source? Yeah, boy. Yeah, Gianty did expose Foster. And that was in the that was also in the article. No, let me see it in here. I think I still have it here. No, sorry. Let me see something, folks. 1 minute before we go for the break. Let me see something. Yeah. It says, meanwhile, according to witness statement provided in 2022 by former UNC Senator Gianty Luchmidial in a legal matter with Cummins, Pecal and Rivulet gave recommendation letters in favor of Clydon and confirmed their status as subcontractor as part of the pre-qualification package addressed to CPEP. I obtained that aforementioned information through the Freedom of Information Act and a copy of a letter dated 7 July 2022 from CPEP Company Limited addressed to my attorney at law. Yeah, boy, plenty bacchanal in there, boy. Folks, you're going to take that break. Stick and stay. It's In the Village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Wall Street, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. We have more for you when you come back. Don't go nowhere. Stick and stay.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio, WZYE 95.9 FM.
Welcome to WZYE TV 95.9 FM. We come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. And on Sunday from 1 to 4 p.m. on Let's Talk Politics. Like, share and subscribe to keep up to date with reality affecting your life. And as we always say, we bring the truth, the whole truth and nothing but the truth.
You're tuned to WZYE, the heartbeat of unfiltered truth. We're more than a station, we're a movement, grounded in facts, driven by integrity, committed to progress. We don't chase headlines, we create them. Decoding politics and current affairs to question power, not cozy up to it. From Laventille to Scarborough, whether you're in your living room or your commute, this is where perspectives collide, divides dissolve, and tomorrow's conversations start today. WZYE, we originate, not imitate.
Fire! 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 Fire!
No more red. No more red. No more red. No more red. No left foot, right foot again. No more struggle, no more shame, no more pain. We want to see us win. We want the brights again. No more penny again. Bye bye, penny, bye bye. Bye bye, penny, bye bye. We don't vouch for you. And we are tired of the bloodshed, tired of the taxes, tired of proposals and all the excuses, tired of no water, tired of stretching at the lot, tired of the eyebrows rippling. No left foot, right foot again. No more struggle, no more shame, no more pain. We want to see we win, we want the brides again. No more penny again. Bye bye, me bye bye. Bye bye, bring bye bye. I'm a bye. Tired of the bloodshed, tired of the taxes, of the proposals and all the excuses, tired of no water, tired of stretching at the lot, tired of the eyebrows rippling. No left foot, right foot again. No more struggle, no more shame, no more pain. We want to see we win, we want the brides again. No more penny again. Bye bye, penny, bye bye. Bye bye, penny, bye bye. We don't vouch it for you. No more red. 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 No more rain, no left foot, right foot again. No more struggle, no more shame, no more pain. We want to see the win, we want the brides again. No more penny again. Bye bye, penny, bye bye. Bye bye, penny, bye bye. We don't vouch for you. Bye bye, penny, bye bye. Bye bye, penny, bye bye. We don't vouch for you.
We are back with you. It's In the Village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Wall Street, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. We come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. That's every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. Don't forget, folks, whenever you join us, share the live. WZYE 95.9 FM on Facebook. Subscribe. WZYE TV on YouTube. You can reach us here at 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444.
Also at 973-609-6509, 973-609-6509. And don't forget to share the live. Please share the live, and we thank you.
So Tommy, it seemed like if Maduro took a stance on TT and he's sending threats.
Yep.
Yeah, he's sending threats, boy. Take a listen.
Yep.
Certain that the people of Trinidad and Tobago are against this. We are neighboring countries. You know that Trinidad and Tobago was sold by the Spanish Empire to the British Empire a few years before the independence of Venezuela. So very early, we were one single community. The lives in the Caribbean Sea and the coast of the state Sucre, Trinidad and Tobago, has been a life of cooperation and brotherhood. It's only now when this lady comes in, there has never been a governor of Trinidad and Tobago to threaten a war against Venezuela. Who is behind this? Who is imposing the intrigue? Who's whispering in the ears of this lady? How is she able to declare this? Who is behind all this? Marco Rubio, of course. The death lord and warlord, that's how he's being described. Wherever he goes, there are dead bombs, dead children. The lord of death and war, of hate, Marco Rubio. So Trinidad and Tobago, all his sectors and political sectors and cultural, economic, and its people, they must impose once more relations of respect. Simple as that. They must impose relations of respect. And we will see. We have defense plans, and the armed forces have announced a part of that. We have defense plans that escalate. There are different lines, and Venezuela can be certain, completely certain, that we will guarantee our sovereignty and preserve peace of our country. Now, on the vessel, the fishing vessel.
Tommy, you think Maduro will ever think about attacking Trinidad and Tobago?
I hope it never gets to that. I just hope it never gets to that.
I don't think, Tommy, as mad as
there'll be grave consequences if that happens.
Yeah, I just don't think that he will want. I don't want to put God here in this thing. I don't think Maduro will think about attacking Guyana or Trinidad and Tobago. I think he's going to think very, very, very hard before he even thinks about doing that.
If he takes God's out of his thoughts and do such a thing, he would regret it.
He will regret it. Reporter, welcome.
Yeah, good night, Brother Wall Street and Brother Tommy. Are you hearing me?
Loud and clear.
Yeah, I know you're talking about the Maduro thing. I want to tell this country something and the world by extension. You see all those Venezuelan military people that settling here for a purpose. When you watch them, when you watch them and you see them properly, you could see they are very militant. They were sent up on this land here to hold a position. It's just what's going on right now. So attacking Trinidad and Tobago will be hard. See, we get touched with our pants down. When our government allow these people to come here and give them status to stay here. Don't see the females and all, they don't know cookers and don't know hungry people, you know. A hungry person in Venezuela to reach here, you have to obtain US money to pay to come across and then pirog and them, you know. As Maduro send his soldiers, his militias and them to stay here. Dr. Rowley, you know that. Fitzgerald Hines, you know that is all they do to we, you know. All they put these people to settle here. The other day when the Prime Minister them say they're going to allow the citizens to move with their ID card, or they kick up against that. That is the only how they could get these people away from here. If the national of this country using the ID card and who get status to stay for a while use the ID, all these set of people will not be here. It's every corner, all in Chumaca, Sinbabs, Belmont, Gonzales, all these areas that people doesn't want to go. Venezuelan people settle there, renting and living like normal. But they are not lining on no block, and you're not seeing them in no set of club. They have the 1 or 2 club where they just go directly and be a part of themselves. Because remember, these people were sent here for a purpose, and look what's going on here right now in this country. But I want to close by telling Trinidad and Tobago something. You see to the Chaguaramas area, the Cedros area, that is where facing Venezuela. The north coast of this country is not in no set of danger, although we are dot on the world map, anything misguided and fall here. And you know what I'm disappointed in these people that who run in the mainstream media here? They're not telling this country when neighboring countries in the Middle East fighting any war, the neighboring countries just get real casualty. We can't cope with this thing. I only hope this thing never materialize and reach in a position where there's exchange of fire and missile and bacchanal. And I want to close by saying this to the Russian president, Mr. Putin. If he is defending Africa right now with Abraham Toure, he have to remember Trinidad is a place based with North Africa too, in the Caribbean too. So don't let this thing make you empower this man to start nothing. Only try to bring this thing to a closure easy and let we live. Good night, Trinidad and Tobago.
Thank you, reporter. Reporter, stay good. Reporter, you stay good there, boy. You stay good, you stay focused. So, the latest, right? We are turning the tide. Figures from January 1st through 11th of September from TTPS. This is from TTPS, Tommy.
Yep.
Homicides down 41%. Violent crimes down 22%. Serious reported crimes down 15%. And larceny of motor vehicles down by 34%. So, Tommy, homicide is down nearly 50%.
Mm-hmm.
So think about it. If there is 50 murders and it's down by nearly 50%, you get the picture.
Yep.
Yeah? Violent crimes down 22%. Serious reported crimes down 15%. And larceny of motor vehicles down 34%. And they want to ask Tommy, what is the government doing? PNM want to ask, well, give me your crime plan. Where's your crime plan? Right? Tommy, do you rather me give you a crime plan or you rather see crime results? Which one is it?
I rather show than tell.
Correct is right. Correct is right. So the PNM and the machine, yeah, the PNM and the machine.
That the PNM has found itself in, as the gentleman would have said rightly. Dr. Eric Williams, many years ago, said that every single member of the PNM is a propagandist of the PNM. And one of the first things I will do as your new chairman is to ensure that the propagandists of the PNM must be deployed on every nook and every cranny of this country, and we will chase them away on social media, and that the gospel of the PNM must be known to every single citizen of this country.
Hear that?
Yep.
I think it's easy. It's not easy. But Tommy, so they interviewed, well, the PSA president had a press conference today. You know, and the media just try all kind of thing to trick you. Ask you some, the fourth estate now.
Yep, that's what they do.
All kind of thing. Monica Ramkisoon says Maduro has to get a taste of the U.S. Navy Tomahawk, and it's that. Yeah. No, the rest is Paul correct. If you think we're in trouble, Maduro is going to help us. No way, America is our backbone. Paul Legal says, Monica, I find the U.S. taking too long to move in Venezuela. Premium sister God, like he get fed up of his own self. No, he get fed up of himself. He get fed up of himself.
Take this call.
Go ahead.
Caller, you live.
Good night.
Good night, sir.
Uncle Tom?
Yes, sir.
Professor Ward? Everything good?
Everything
Yes, you're fine. Go ahead, make a point.
Yeah. Why are you trying to figure out why we have to be afraid of Maduro? Why these PNMites send him in this country? Why are they trying to make we be afraid of Maduro? Better we afraid of America than we are afraid of somebody. Better we afraid of America, you know. America not afraid we. America could defend we. We feeding, right now we feeding Venezuela. We feeding Maduro. And he can't defend we nothing. Why we must afraid he? Why they trying to go down this road against Kamala to free Maduro? Everybody don't know we can't fight them, but America could fight them. So this foolishness where Maduro trying to fight, well, like foolishness. Try and you better remember Saddam Hussein and Bin Laden and them hiding in toilet and all kind of things after all them big talk. I don't see we are afraid he. Everybody don't know we can't fight him. But there's somebody who could fight him. He better hush him out down there. Have a good night, fella.
Thank you.
Tommy, I do not believe and I don't think Maduro will be stupid to decide to do anything, attack Trinidad and Tobago. And you know what? If that happens, Maduro, it will be end of Maduro in Venezuela. So he had to make it look like if he could send threats to Trinidad. But he ain't really doing nothing. He ain't doing nothing.
Talking loud and saying nothing.
Yeah, the day he do anything to TNT, he answer Christmas for him. Just as how we can't fight Venezuela, right? Venezuela can't fight United States of America. They can't. But let me take this voice note.
Good night, Wall Street, Uncle Tommy, and to everybody out there. We don't want a plan. We want action. We want to see the crime down, and we have seen it. We have seen it. But I want to know who's advising Maduro, because Maduro opens his mouth and he's talking just like Rowley. They cannot target Trump. So they find that Mrs. Wasabi's sister looking like a soft target. The woman never said anything about Venezuela.
Yeah.
She never threatened Venezuela. Where they getting that from?
Yeah. Yeah.
And there's a video circulating. I think I sent it for you, Wall Street, where this man said to take away the mic from Kamala.
Yeah.
But the lady didn't say anything wrong. She said that she's going to protect her citizens. She was never in any fight. Why they say that she was in a fight with Venezuela? But you see, monkey know what tree to climb. Monkey know what tree to climb. He never climbed the one with the picker. So Kamala is a soft target for all of them. But you hear she say it already, don't test her. Let him go ahead. If he feel that somebody afraid him. Thanks a lot.
Yeah. Tommy, just imagine, right? If we were the PNM and the United States didn't have our back. Just imagine. Think about that. Just imagine. Right? What type of predicament would the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago would be in if the United States didn't have our back? Or, go ahead.
Then they could do us whatever they want.
Correct is right. At least Maduro knows the thought of him doing anything to Trinidad and Tobago. He will have to be able to suffer the consequences of his actions. And it is my belief he doesn't want to suffer that consequences. He could talk big and bad. Yeah? He could talk big and bad. But no, he don't want to suffer those consequences. Yeah, even though he's a madman, Anthony Ford, I had a partner. He was mad up in Chumacake. He was considered to be a madman. He went up in sentence a few times. But he used to tell me, he used to say, Buddy, when I feel like I want to play mad, I just go in the house and I throw some plate outside I throw some plate through the window. Right? And everybody just leave me. They say, he's a madman, but he's a madman. Yeah?
It's fronting.
Say that again?
He was fronting.
Yeah, correct is right. Real Deal once said it's about time the U.S. deal with Maduro and his garbage container regime. Yeah? Nah, Maduro and Delcy and them know. Them understand. Them understand the thing, Them ain't stupid. Them ain't stupid at all. But let's listen to the president of the PSA and the fortress they tried to trap up. Take a listen to this.
It was unfortunate to know that an organization that is self-sufficient and did not require funding from the government to pay their workers were withheld from doing so just for political gain. It was unfortunate, and today the workers, they are free from that type of victimization.
President, Prime Minister announced that budgets will be in October, and I know that you are looking for this 10%. What are the expectations? Any ninkering or any noises in the background that you may hear that would benefit the public officers who are anticipating this 10%?
Well,
is it that the 10% you think will be for one collective period or for two bargaining periods being set?
So I'll answer the both in one. The period that we're talking about is the very same period that 4% was offered, which is 2014 to 2016 and 2017 to 2019. 10% is an offer that is totally different to 4%. And we have all the faith that this government, just as they have been honoring their promises thus far, that they will honor the promise of the 10%. And we are looking forward to this year's budget in October.
Yeah? That's all they're doing is living up to the expectation of promises made, promises delivered. You understand? Right. Promises made, promises delivered. That is it. It's simple, It's not difficult, This is not like when former Prime Minister Rowley stand up on a podium and say $100. I mean $100. 100 million. 100 million going into certain communities. You remember that? Or you remember that? 100 million, Oh, you come on, man. Tommy, if by now you don't understand that Prime Minister Kamala Persad-Bissessar, when they make a promise, right, their goal is to deliver on their promises. And that's all they've been doing, is delivering on the promises as they go along. Not like the PNM. Make all kind of promise, right, to the people. And don't talk about just before the election. We all kind of
The pipeline families.
Yeah, the pipeline families. Correct. Yeah. So, let me see here. So, Cassie sent an WhatsApp note here. She said, did he spoke about integrity in contract? Did he spoke about effective local government reform? How Foster Cumming got all those contracts? Wall Street, you can quote me as the sender. Are we get all them contracts? Under the PNM, when he was PNM. Yeah. But I like she too bad, boy. The PSA president told me she real good. She smooth, smooth operator. Yeah? She handled them. She handled them. Yeah. You know, I don't know what will satisfy the PNM people. I don't know what, Tommy. Tommy, what do you think will satisfy them? What do you think?
I know what they want, but that's not gonna happen. They want to totally upset this administration in power at this time before they even get their feet off the ground.
You know, I think that 99.9% of PNM people, what they want is for the PNM, only the PNM to run Trinidad and Tobago.
Absolutely.
They don't want no other government to run Trinidad and Tobago. That's what they want. And when they don't get that, right, they'll make it as difficult as possible for whichever government is in power. Yeah, Paul, you're right, Paul. The PSA lady support real nice, and she support the government 100%. Macho Man, welcome. PNM wants some kick. Oh God, Macho Man, they're getting violent, but Real Deal once said PNM was always about victimizing poor people to depend on them. They take 47% increase and offer people crumbs. PNM is the worst time ever to govern this country. That last regime there, right? I'm telling you. Michael say hi, Anna. Locked on, late work overtime. Corona say APC Wayne Meister sent on 16 months leave. Really? Where ACP Meister sent on 16 months leave? I don't know why is that, boy. Corona, why is that? Did they say why? I don't know. Well, folks, here is what happened today on the seas here. This is what happened. Bremer Hall says, true Uncle Tommy, they have a better chance to stop a freight train than to stop this government. So this is what happened today, folks. Tommy, you still feel they should have been arrested?
I just think that what's going on is not pleasant. Killing, the continuous bloodshed is ridiculous.
So Tommy, why don't they just stop transporting the drugs?
How can you be sure that these boats are not fishing boats? People fishing
Tommy, you
or
don't
just
think that?
transporting.
Tommy, you don't
I
think
don't
that
think,
we can?
I really don't think that these operators are going to be transporting drugs knowing that they're being looked at.
You really believe that, Tommy? You believe
I,
that?
w- I want the US to prove that these people really have drugs, because I don't think people are so stupid.
Tommy, you really believe them fellas and them believe that even they are watched, that they are being watched and they go stop? Eh? You really believe that?
I believe people are not stupid.
Tommy, I'm sorry, man. Tommy, you know what I like, Tommy?
I think it's a bunch of random killings going to be taking place here now.
Tommy, you know what that is? Like person who's a drug addict. You know, they know what the drug's doing to them, but they still continue to take it. Right? Do they still continue to take it?
I'm not disputing what you said about that, but in these particular cases, I think there's something going on wrong here, blowing up these boats. I don't believe that we need to be playing judge, jury, and executioner in the ocean.
So Tommy, why don't they just stop the illegal activity? Why?
How you know that they are illegal and we are not being told that they're illegal when they just fish?
But Tommy, they didn't deny that 11 people was carrying drugs. They didn't deny that. They didn't deny it.
Who confirmed that they were carrying drugs? Who confirmed that they were carrying drugs?
Right in the community where they came from, a newspaper in Venezuela said it.
Can we fact check that?
Oh, you go fact check it. Fact check the newspaper and the people in the community. This is people from the community.
Anselm, I don't believe everything I hear.
Okay.
I don't. No.
Tommy, I could understand your skepticism.
I know why I'm skeptical too, because I know the history. I know the history of the US. I know several things that has happened throughout this 53 years I'm in the United States.
Tommy, this is what I don't.
3 years plus, and the amount of things that I've seen happen, I know that they could be very disingenuous with their information from time to time.
Tommy, this is what I don't understand, Tommy. Yes, there are things that have happened that has been nefarious, done by the United States of America. Yes, I understand that. But here we have
another thing too. There's something else. There's an underlying current with our current president that needs to be deflected. And I'm thinking what I'm thinking, knowing that he could very well be trying to take the attention away from some other things that are going on in the news that puts him in a bad light. Anyways, I know what I'm thinking, and I know a lot of people are thinking that too.
But Tommy, your thinking don't really have any proof to substantiate what you're thinking with regards to these events.
We are not being shown proof that these boats do have drugs on them. We are being told something. There's just a narrative going on.
So you want them to go and capture them with the drugs?
They can capture them. They can capture them and show us the drugs and lock them up. And listen, man, it could be well murder innocent people going on from time to time.
Well, Tommy, let me say this, eh? You have a supporter. You have a supporter. You have one supporter, right?
Well,
So
I don't.
I'm only reading your supporters because all the others, Batman says, again, I agree with Uncle Tommy. Can't believe what they were saying without substantive proof. The only way they're going to convince you guys is for them to go on the seas, hold these guys, and hold the drugs, and bring the drugs back to shore and show you guys.
Yes. Prove.
I have a bridge I want to sell you. I'll be honest.
This is a different scenario.
I have a bridge.
This is a different scenario. Knowing who we're working with, knowing who we're dealing with, knowing that they could be very disingenuous.
What? So, Tommy, let me ask you a question. What is your end game as far as this is concerned? What's the end game for you?
I know they have the resources to capture, lock up, bring the proof, the evidence.
You think lock up and bring the evidence is a self proof to them for them to stop? You think so?
I think they need to I think they need to arrest these wrongdoers if they're doing something wrong.
So you think, Tommy, lock them up, bring the drugs back of proof, go stop them from drug running, right?
No, but no, I'm not saying. I'm saying that what we are being told doesn't have to be the truth.
No, Tommy, regardless of that, I'm just trying to find out your end game. For me, the end game is, you know what? Blow them out of the water. Every time you see them in the water, blow them out. And
a lot of innocent people gonna be blown up because.
Tommy, anything you do, there's an accessory to whatever you do. There's always an accessory. There's always gonna be an accessory to whatever it is.
I want them to prove that these are drug runners. I want them to show me proof that they are drug runners instead of just telling me that. They could very well be fishermen that they're killing.
So Tommy, you think if there wasn't fishermen they were killing, people wouldn't come out and say they are fishermen so far, and fishermen disappear and they ain't come back home? You don't think by now they would have known that? You don't think so?
I don't think people are so stupid. You see 11 persons get blown up out in a boat out in the sea, and you're gonna be going out there running drugs? No, I think innocent people are being targeted.
Tommy, let me ask you a question. You ever jump a turnstile in the subway in New York?
Never.
Okay, let me say this to you.
Have you?
Let me say this. I used to jump turnstile, right, in Brooklyn, and I see people get arrested for jumping the turnstile, right? A week later, I come back and I jump the turnstile again, right? Even though I know I could get arrested. I know that, right? But I do it. You think them?
Guess what? Because you didn't get shot.
What's that?
They didn't shoot you for it.
Come on, Tommy. You talking about
they didn't judge you. The people who jumped themselves, do they wind up dead?
But Tommy, I'm just giving you an example of something that you do, even though you know there are consequences, you do it again. It is different from losing your life, but it's the same thing. And the concept of you do it, you see people get arrested, but you go back and do it again. It's like taking drugs.
So let me ask you something. The reason why you jumped a turnstile was because you didn't have the money to pay, or was it that you were just taking a chance?
I was taking a chance. I was just taking a chance.
But were you harming anybody?
Yes. I was taking money out of the MTA pocket.
Okay.
Every time I jump a turnstile, the MTA doesn't make that money. That's why they have police. That's why they put police in there.
I think the analogy of a turnstile compared to blowing a boat is two different things.
And what about the person taking drugs?
I think when it comes to the people taking drugs, it's a dependency, it's an illness that has to be dealt with in a holistic manner.
So somebody says, ask Tommy if he denied this took place. 29 million in Colombian creepy marijuana seized off Point Fortin coast. Suspect jump overboard. Drug came from Venezuela. In a major joint operation, law enforcement officers intercepted a fishing vessel off Point Fortin coastline early Friday morning, seizing over 29 million worth of high-grade Colombian marijuana.
Did they blow up the boat?
No, they're just asking if you believe if that happened.
No, if that happened, it happened. But what I'm simply saying is that in these two instances where the boats are being blown up, they could have do the same thing too.
Okay, all right. All right. Mr. Carnage, welcome. Mr. Carnage.
Good night, Uncle Tony. Good night.
Good night.
Mr. Wall Street, Professor.
Good night.
I agree with Uncle Tommy tonight. So you have other supporter, right? You only give him one just now. Ethical thing to do is to bring proof, right? And we know what American gives. Nobody is not against America if they say it's about drug running and thing. Yes, we welcome that. But we all know the America and their propaganda and the lies and the deceit. And the Professor Wall Street, I don't know how you talking on emotion. Are you taking sides? You don't want to be neutral? Don't tell America no, I think it's I can't remember because when I come to this topic last, I was expecting this I don't know, I've joined the program late to take a earlier session now. But we know what America gave, right? And evidence is how we can make a statement. Well, everybody entitled their own statement. And I agree with Uncle Tommy tonight. We need to see proof because it goes right back to Iraq. They're saying the propaganda.
Mr. Carnage, what is your solution to the problem? What is your solution? I want to hear your solution.
The solution is to the problem.
Yeah.
If you deem a state or individuals of doing a wrongdoing, you're supposed to bring them to justice. You understand? You can't be judge, executor, and there's no people out of the wilderness and with you just saying that. No, it cannot work like that. This country is a sovereign state. You cannot be the world police for people. Bring the evidence.
But they are the world police. They are the world police.
No, so they are the world police.
Yes.
That's why this place is in a mess because they're not doing the right on the ethical things.
No, Mr. Carnage, you know why the world is in a mess? Because we have people transporting drugs all over the world and dropping it to all these people, and they're having all these difficulties in these communities.
Coming from Venezuela is 20%. 80% come from, the majority come from other Latin American countries. Venezuela don't produce coca leaf. It's Colombia. 80% of the drugs that go to Europe and America come not from Venezuela. Why they don't go down there and be police too? The same countries serving the countries that backing them. I think I can't remember that they have a serious drug program there.
So Mr. Carnage, you don't believe the drugs coming in, a lot of drugs coming into Trinidad could be coming from Venezuela? You don't believe that?
So Tommy, again, let me just reiterate my statement. Right? If America comes to put a handle on the drugs, right, do it in the proper manner. Everybody know what is America agenda, right? Because due to their past, right, and it's not adding up. Why you only can't see that point of view?
Okay.
Nobody is not discouraged in America what they come to do, you know. But we know the end games because it's a series keep on playing over and over. And why would they want to bring that part of the that part into a rightful discussion and be fair? I don't know. Sometimes I don't know what's going on with our people, but all we want to see is what is so hard? What is so hard? That to bring the evidence. How you show that the first 11 persons that drugs was on the boat, don't I forget whatever in the house in America. When they do the analysis and thing, there's no way a boat carrying 11 people with drugs. You didn't hear when they had a statement, they said the boat already done make its journey was coming back to wherever it was going. Come on, now, man. Come on, man. Uncle Tommy, well done. Well done tonight.
Thank you.
I agree with this person come like 2,000 persons on your side tonight.
Thank you.
Doctor, good program as always.
Thank you. Tommy, boy. Tommy defending it by any means necessary, boy.
Yeah, because some things are logical and some things are illogical, and some things make good sense and some things don't make good sense. And any right thinking person will know that when it comes to dealing with situations like this, you need to show the proof. Just
Tommy, I'm sorry, yeah? I'm very sorry, but to me, I don't need to see no proof. I need to send a message that is not going to be business as usual. And me coming on the scene and arresting you and taking your back and taking the drugs and all kind of thing, that proves nothing as far as I am concerned. It proves absolutely nothing. When you go out there, yeah, you know you're on your own. You know you're on your own. Yeah? I feel there's the next person who will sympathize with you, Tommy. Caller, welcome. Miss Atlanta, welcome.
Good evening, Wall Street.
Good evening. Did you call to support Uncle Tommy?
I call not to support you. Because you're asking everybody what is their end game. What is your end game?
I tell you what my end game is. My end game is to blow them out of the water and send a message that if you are going to take life into your own hands, there's a possibility you wouldn't return home. Simple.
Yeah, but Wall Street. Let us say that is what you will do, blow everything.
Yes.
What about the 500,000 others besides that you're touching? You're not bringing it. What I mean, it is not making sense what you say. Okay, Wall Street.
Yeah.
It have times you have to be radical, right?
Oh, thank you very much. You have to be radical. I'm being very radical. Yes, I agree with you.
And that is what you're saying?
Yes,
and that's what you're saying?
I'm being radical, yes. Because
there are times that you have to be radical.
Yeah, Mr. Atlanta,
this is not one of them.
Mr. Atlanta, you sort of believe we have to continue to, soft pedal these people who bring in drugs into the world.
No,
no. Go and arrest them.
No.
I'm going to arrest you.
No.
Look the drugs on you. Look, they have 200
Listen
million.
to me, but I find 11 people. Listen.
Yeah.
I find 11, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't add up. Okay?
Mr. Atlanta, what about the 4 engines?
If you want to be radical, come more radical.
What about the 4 engines? You believe the boat
what about
had
the
4 engines? You don't believe that either. Do you believe
I'm not hearing you.
Do you believe the boat? Do you believe the boat had 4 engines? Do you believe that?
The boat had 4 engines?
Yeah, the first one with 11 people. Do you believe it had 4 engines? Tommy, do you believe that boat had 4 engines?
The whole thing is I don't believe. Where you getting your source from?
Well, they show with the boat.
Guess what? Even with a boat with 4 engines, it doesn't necessarily mean that with 11 persons on board that they're running drugs. We are being just given any random information without proof.
You see, Wall Street. I find for a man who thinks, right, and they're not thinking wild, and even if you're radical, you have to be radical with sense. It's better to say, Every boat that flying from, we blowing up every. Why are you just pointing with this little?
No, Miss Atlanta, because Miss Atlanta, we can take satellite picture of what's on the sea. Okay, from far, right? We could send out drones to take picture. There is so many things you can do.
So many things to do. Well, right, there's so many. You don't have to believe it. So many things you could do then, as you said.
Yes.
Why don't you? So why can't it stick to that? Why it have to be?
No, we're doing that.
Why it have to be?
We're doing that before, and then you know what? When we give up all the evidence, cancel Christmas and cancel Carnival. That is it.
Well, okay. We could cancel Christmas and Carnival. What is that? And you're radical?
Right. Because, Miss Atlanta, I am not just thinking about my beautiful country of Trinidad and Tobago. I am extended to globally to the world. Because this job doesn't just impact Trinidad and Tobago. It impacts the whole world. And many of these people who are going to get this job are young people. So you know what?
Okay.
Yeah.
Wall Street, do you believe that the first boat was going to make it to the United States from where it was? That they were going to be drive that to the United States?
Yes.
A pirogue?
Yes.
4 engine and a pirogue? You know what those seas look like? An open pirogue? Come on, man. You have to be a lunatic to think that.
You don't think they made trips before to the United States? You don't think so?
Not a pirogue with 4 engines. You could put 10 engines on a pirogue. A pirogue wouldn't make it to the United States from that distance.
Trinidad. What would make it to Trinidad?
And where would they get fuel for that?
Eh? Where do they go get fuel? They ain't go get fuel in Trinidad.
It definitely can make it to Trinidad, but that boat definitely cannot make it to the United States.
Okay. What's your proof of that?
I'm just talking about the size of the vessel and the mass of water that it has to encounter.
Wall Street.
Yes. Yes.
Even if it did reach America, even if it did reach, listen to me, even if it did reach, what it does save to that amount, let me tell you something, drugs in Little Trinidad is big. So you capturing it's like a drop. It's like a drop. Even wherever they reach, whatever they didn't do. You don't know about drugs in Trinidad? You know about drugs?
Yeah,
you know how much drugs? Well, right.
So how we gonna stop it? By bringing them to justice, right?
They don't stop that. Hey,
arrest them and bring them.
You're trying to solve a problem that is not even. You're not even starting.
Okay.
You what is saving how much anyway? The man wrong the street, a drugs man, must he have more drugs in his pocket? What I'm looking at is not it's a contingent, 11 boats, it's big thing. So when I finish, you eradicate some big, what did you eradicate? Right? I am just saying that is my thing. It don't have to be, but you all treat you get to know like you have all the answers. But if that is your answer, I agree.
Thank you, Mr.
If that is not your answer, that's good.
Thank you. Wait. Mr. Atlanta say I sound like I have all the answers, but you better say that I do have all the answers. Anderson, welcome. Cameron Murray says, I don't support killing, but what we have to do is, yes, these drug cartel importing drugs. It's not now they're doing drug shipment. Lots of people been locked up, has been locked up already, the U.S. showing the fed up. Yeah, Anderson.
Uncle Tommy, Professor Wall Street.
Yeah, good evening.
Yes, Anderson.
And to that call, I heard just Miss Atlanta, good night, honey. Yeah. Wall Street?
Yeah.
Again, kind of late, because no matter how much our jobs I did at the airport. So, the grass cutting will be in the night. Then it'll be in the morning. You cut the grass in the morning and the planes that I'm coming in, you find the birds that I'm coming.
Well, hold on.
In the second thing. So the grass cutting will be in night, like starting from 8. So we went and take a little watch at the job side, yeah. So in and out listening to the program, and Wall Street, I caught your side with you and all who thinking like you. right? There's no fishing boat, no normal fishing boat that carries four in them top engine on them. I won. Right? No, the engine, the boat where they said that 11 people had 4 engine in it. But let me tell you, kind of people that put 4 engine on a boat. You see them as very big gold chain. And men having party in Shagamas and these places and Carnage, and the car drive through. And the dual fella is 11 see who the police are killed from see that. That is the kind of people that have 4 big engine on boat. Right, Mr. Lanta? You don't want catch carry and kingfish with 4 big engines, so. Right? And you see, if it's one human being against drugs, against this thing called cocaine, anything linked up with that, is Anderson Wilson. I don't like whether it's called them pipers, whether politically, like Fitzgerald Hines and others. I don't like this thing. Anybody that uses cocaine and thing, I don't know. My spirit don't take that at all. And I watch that as people that killing people. People losing life. People losing homes. Right? People losing their family because of this thing called drugs, cocaine namely. Right? And I said with anybody, I can't rid of them. And sometimes you see this, as Walsh said, you arrest people and you get how much drugs. But now don't arrest them. Don't arrest them. Deal with them one time. And who can understand why you deal with them? There's something wrong with all you. Deal with them one time. So what should I say with you? And probably on the next occasion I'll come in, but so much you come in. I don't want to come in with too much because I know the disclaimer that's how they play.
Thank you.
Good program. Good program as usual.
All right, man. Bless.
But I side them with you Wall Street. Uncle told me I still love you, you know. But I side them with Wall Street.
Okay. Tommy, all the
people. Follow your live.
Wall, Professor.
Yeah.
I had a side with Wall Street, you know. I will tell you why I had a side with Wall Street. The kind of surveillance I see America have, where they taking satellite from the sky, they see them coming from home, Professor. I see it, you know, and I live down in Trinidad here. It looked like Miss Atlanta, like she from Toko, some kind of thing. The surveillance that they put in before they block one of them things. They see you from city coming out your home. Yeah. They see them throwing out drugs out the boat. I agree with Wall Street, blast them out. And like Miss Atlanta and all of them, they want to talk pretty talk. Them so should get a chance to live in Russia and Venezuela. And they go know how much pretty talk they go talk. They live in high and nice in America. So I don't know where they're fooling themselves with all this stuff. We cannot run down no drug people. America have all the facility, they have everything. They have ship, they have plane, they have everything. What wrong with the people, boy? I agree with you on Wall Street.
Yeah, man.
Have a good day.
Yeah, man. Folks, put your closing comments in the chat, send your closing voice note, and put your closing quote. Yeah, but Tommy, we are a kind of continue. We could continue the discussion. You know, it seemed like if yeah, KFC, you have a minute. KFC.
I can understand what shit. I side with you. You know, it's cool. You know, you might see you. We started with you, the Prime Minister. Blow them out of the water.
Blow them out of the water, man. Yeah, damn.
They fight too much of black Africa use like down by the bank. Yeah. We have we call cocaine. Yeah. We mash up black people in the community.
Yeah.
As the leader open the go with the gas tank.
Yeah.
Cocaine is a serious thing. I'm not in there. But me don't like cocaine at all. I just smoking cocaine go from around me. Right now, I have plenty to use right now. You know what they're doing? Doing is sniffing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cocaine mash up family, mash up home.
Countries, yeah. Mash up. And you want them for us.
Anything with the marijuana, we love the marijuana, but the cocaine thing.
Yeah.
Too much of the youth I see smoking a set of cocaine on the place, sniffing all kind of places. Uncle Tommy, you are the PI that battery back in your car to say yellow is gold.
Yeah, man, yeah. Yeah. Folks, we're gonna take that break. Cancel Christmas for them, man. Right? When after a while, when we cancel out quite a few of them, we go arrest some of them. We go cancel out a few of them and we go arrest a few of them and bring them ashore and try them, and put them in jail. We could spend all this money with them in jail. Because they go appeal and appeal and appeal. Because they have enough drug money in order to fight the system. Yeah? All the drug money they make, they have to fight the system. You go down court and go down court. And whichever government it is more money they have to spend on them. Folks, we'll be right back. Stay constant. Don't go nowhere. We'll be right back.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio, WZYE 95.9 FM.
We're back with you. It's in the village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Washington, you on WZYE 95.9 FM. We come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. That's every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. Don't forget, folks, whenever you join us, share the live, WZYE 95.9 FM on Facebook. Subscribe. WZYE TV on YouTube. And you can reach us here at 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444.
Also at 973-609-6509, 973-609-6509. And don't forget, share the live. Please share the live.
So, Caribbean Soul said that's the point. What if they did blow up this boat? But Uncle Tommy still be questioning if it's true because he wouldn't have known. Right? Look. Your partner come. Look, your partner come and he says rum is one of the most destructive drugs that destroy families. Eh? Let us transport rum like how they just transport drug, Tommy? Eh?
When it was illegal.
Let us put 4 engines in a boat to bring rum from any different places across the world.
Rum is legal, man. Rum is big business.
Okay, so look, he's saying rum is one of the most destructive drugs that destroy families. Okay, but it's legal though. You have a legal age, you could go and buy rum. You have any legal age, you could go and buy cocaine. Eh? How them fellas and them do it? What kind of dunceology is that, boy? What kind of nincompoopology is that, boy? Nincompoopology. Eh, Tommy? What kind of nincompoopology P&M Red Fox talking? Eh? Tommy, you agree with that? Making the comparison between cocaine and rum?
No, that analogy with rum and cocaine is two different things.
Of course, it's two different things. I mean, anyway, that P&M miseducation is bad, boy. Sorry, boy. Yeah, boy.
I just know that being in the U.S. for long and seeing how they've operated, that they have to prove to me.
But Tommy, but I've been in the U.S. long too.
Yeah, they have to prove to me, man, because they've deceived us for so long in so many different ways and on so many different things.
You know, Anthony Ford make a very good point. Eh? That talk Tommy talking about, lock them up and bring evidence and is a perfect world. And we're not living in a perfect world. He's absolutely correct, Tommy. You want that world you living in there, Tommy, is a perfect world. In a perfect world, that's what we were like. But in this imperfect world we living in, cancel Christmas. Blow them out of the water. And when you blow them out of the water, I guarantee you, Tommy, blow 5 of them both out of the water, Tommy. So we have 2 so far. Blow 3 more out of the water, I guarantee you. Them fellas go think twice about going on the water. And think about this, Tommy. Let's say these are not drug runners. Let's just say that. Let me go with your theory. Let me go to your Terry and Batman and Carnage and them before we close. Let's say they are not drug runners. They don't have no cocaine on the boat. What they have is carrot and cavalli and kingfish and shark. They have on the boat. Right? And it's not 11 people that have on the boat, it's 11 dummies. 1 person driving the boat and 10 dummies on the boat. Let me just say that. Yeah?
No, with 11 persons, they could have been just running bodies, human, as opposed to.
You think it's human trafficking, right?
Of course, because if it's drug running, they don't need 11 persons to run drugs.
Tommy?
Certain things just don't add up, man.
Tommy, I have always preached about utilitarian approach. There are consequences for your actions. Right? Do you believe in the utilitarian approach, Tommy?
I do believe there are consequences for your action. Except that I believe that I believe that you have to do things in a right way. There's a right way and a wrong way to handle things.
And if you are doing something illegal, there are consequences for your actions.
Yes, but I believe being judge, jury, and executioner is not the right way to treat with issues.
Okay. So, folks, here's my closing quote. Boy, we even had the Forex list to get to. You'll get to that tomorrow.
Tomorrow, please, God.
Yeah, that's the next thing. You'll get to that tomorrow. Here we go here.
I surrender, God. I place this new week in your hands. I surrender each day, every decision, and every step so they may be guided by your will. May it be a week of peace, of victory, and of miracles. Go before me, Lord. Open doors I cannot open. Tear down walls I cannot tear down. Destroy every plan of the enemy and keep my life under your protection. May your presence be with me each day, renewing my strength, bringing hope to my heart, and giving me courage to face challenges. I do not walk alone, for you are my refuge and my fortress. Bless my family, cover my home with your protection, and deliver us from all evil. Let this week be marked by opportunities, breakthroughs, and unexpected blessings. And may every closed door give way to an even greater door opened by you. I declare in faith that nothing can separate me from your presence. My life is in your hands, and this week will be blessed, victorious, and filled with your grace in the name of Jesus. Amen. If you also place your week in...
From where I said this is it, the clock on the wall said that's all I like to say, but I've got to go. Remember, hard work beats talent when talent does not work hard. And for every 60 seconds of anger, you lose 1 minute of happiness. Remember, your circumstances may determine who you are, but you are responsible for who you become. Go ahead, Tommy.
Those Antamata says, taking time to do nothing often brings everything into perspective. Taking time to do nothing often brings everything into perspective. Like I always say, you the man in the mirror, you have to be the change you want to see. However, if you look in that mirror and you don't like what you see, you cannot blame the mirror. Never look down on a person unless you reaching out to give them a hand up. Like I always say, love you all. We'll see each other tomorrow, God willing. Till then, pleasant night. Be safe.
Thank you, Tommy. Let me see what I got here. Okay. Miss Atlanta says, I was informed not to put my thoughts on air. Sorry to disturb your program, but listen to the show, but will keep my silence and you can speak off here. Take care, be good. Miss Atlanta, of course you can put your thoughts on air. The world needs more kindness, more smile, more people who live to others. That's Miss Atlanta. Miss Atlanta, of course you can keep your thoughts on air. But you can't let disagreements. Donna Walker says good night to Professor Warshik and Tommy and all listeners and fans. The tongue has no bones, but it's strong enough to break a heart. So be careful with your words. Good night. That's Donna. Oh, I got. Is this a? Let me see what this is. I don't know if this is a voice note or if it's what.
You hit the nail on the head, right on. Good afternoon.
Okay, all right. We had that. We had to play that. We have that. Kathy want me to play that video? I'll play it tomorrow. Okay. All right, let me go to the chat. Live. Okay. Caribbean Soul says, all fingers are not the same length, but when they bend, all stand equal. Life becomes easy when we bend and adjust to our situations. Cameron Murray says, the fact that you compare rum to drugs, I feel that person on drugs cause drugs have a bigger effect than what alcohol can ever do. Main reason, alcohol is not illegal. Yeah, alcohol is not illegal. Raji says, God knows why I'm not a DEA agent. Anytime I catch them drug runners, I give them a straw and tell them, sniff out everything in front of you. When you get thirsty, sip some salt water till the ocean dry. Anthony says, don't do the crime if you can't do the time. Simple, Tommy, there's a price to be paid. CV says, South America needs to redirect this great resource they own. They own all them cartel bosses start doing medicine. Bremer Hall says, good night, Uncle Tommy, Professor Wall Street, everyone, sweet dreams. Batman closing comments, Matthew 7:1, judge not, that you not be judged. I side with Uncle Tommy. Paul DeGal says, Anthony, Uncle Tommy shock us all tonight. Cool Runner closing quote, the mind is everything. What you think become Buddha. Miss Santa Cruz closing comment, we need leaders not in love with money, but in love with justice, not in love with publicity, but in love with humanity. Martin Luther King. Ramdev Baijo says, pleasant good night to Professor Wall Street and, oh, that was earlier. Sorry about that. That was earlier. Joan Biznat says, good night, watching from Brooklyn. Frank Namadi said, you guys have to be naive to believe that America took all that military hardware in the Caribbean just to play police. Please, people. P&M Red Fox goes in comment, alcohol is more dangerous than crack cocaine and heroin when damage to users themselves and to wider society are combined, a study has found. Oh, God. Caribbean so say, Anthony, I got locked up over the weekend for crack, not knowing I wasn't wearing jockey shorts and it was showing. Boy. Folks, we are out there. We see you tomorrow. Same WZYE time, same WZYE channel. Later.
When UNC wins, everybody wins. When UNC wins, Trinbago wins. Trinbago wins. Everybody wins. Everybody wins. Tell your neighbor, tell your friend, now is the time